thousands of marchers and revelers have come together for the world's largest celebration of Pride. Welcome to the 54th Annual New York City Pride March, featuring today's Grand Marshals. From RuPaul's Drag Race, Michelle Visage. Activist and author, Raquel Willis. Senior Director of Communities of Color and Media at GLAAD, DeShaun Usher. Transgender activist, Miss Major. And youth activist Grand Marshals, Eshe Ukweli, Patty Brooks, and Robin Drake. Plus, performances from Wicked's Kate Morrissey, pop superstar Frankie Grande, and the cast of Titanique. Drag Race All-Star Scarlet Envy. Trans and gender expansive vocal ensemble Transcend, and a ballroom dance performance by the legendary house of Miyaki. All of that and so much more is in store for the 2024 NYC Pride March. We did it! Things are working so perfectly. Hi, everybody. I'm Sam Champion, because that's the Heritage of Pride balloon arch that starts the whole thing right behind it. There is no place I'd rather be celebrating New York City Pride than right here with basically my friends. They happen to be people I work with. You know, Laura Glassberg is here, Kimberly Richardson is here, Pedro Rivera. Welcome, everyone, to our live coverage of the NYC Pride March. Happy Pride, guys.
Happy Pride. We are so happy to be here. And, you know, I'm always proud to be a New Yorker, but there's something about all the love and glitter in the air that makes me extra proud to be one today. We are coming to you from 24th and 5th Avenue, just one block from where the Pride March kicks off.
Yes, and we're excited to celebrate alongside all of the folks who came out in the streets to show their support for the LGBTQIA+ community, as well as all of you. We want to wish you a happy Pride who are watching and celebrating along with us from home on ABC7 New York, or streaming on abc7newyork.com, or on our YouTube channel.
Lots of places to watch.
Places, yes.
Everywhere.
This year's New York City Pride March marks the 55th anniversary of the Stonewall uprising, which took place really just about a mile from where we are. And even closer than that, literally just inches from me, is the newest member of the New York City Pride Posse.
Posse!
Our own Channel 7's Pedro Rivera. Welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Just noticing, it looks like you stole that out of Sam's wardrobe.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. You picked it. It looks good on you. It really is, and it's all you. It's like
You're owning it.
No, if I would have tried to wear one of his shirts, I couldn't feel the arms. I couldn't feel the arms. Let me just say. Guys, I am so thrilled to be here with you guys. It's an amazing day and an important one to be here. And what about the theme for this year's March?
Yeah.
Reflect, Empower, Unite, which highlights the importance of NYC Pride March as the intersection for queer liberation and joy. And this year also marks the 40th anniversary of Heritage of Pride, which of course is a great organization that makes all of this happen.
That's right.
Now also, the balloon. Did you see the balloon? That has all of the colors we are paying tribute to today. And also, look here, the Queer Big Apple Four Marching Band. Look at those rainbows.
45 years of celebrating in Pride events nationwide. They're a marching band with color guard and dance team. We all love a dance team, don't we?
Yes, dancing.
That's why we're here, basically. I do want to join us this year for our very first time, right, is a very special co-host, the former Director of Entertainment for NYC Pride. Please welcome entertainment reporter David Correa. David! Giving me the sparkle.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Lauren. Thanks, Kimberly. Thanks, Pedro. I can't tell you what an honor it is for me to be here with you today. I had the privilege of producing this broadcast and helping to put together this incredible world-famous march for 6 years, which, as a pop culture fanatic, is every queer kid's dream. So now, to be on the other side of the camera co-hosting, I am definitely in my proud era. Also in his proud era is our first performer today. In fact, he's so proud, I wouldn't be surprised if he popped out of the womb covered in glitter. He truly, truly embodies the LGBTQIA+ spirit. Actor, singer, dancer, advocate, the list goes on and on. Frankie Grande. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining us.
Are you kidding me? I'm so excited to not be the loudest person in the room for the first time ever in my entire life.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so thrilled. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Now, you've been to 1, 10, 20 of these.
I have, yes.
What is this celebration
Did
like
you just
for you?
age me on live television? What is my takeaway from all this Pride?
Yeah.
Sure, you're like, that's not what I said,
Yeah.
but I will. You know, Pride just means so much to me. It is so important to show that as a community, we can come together and we can stand up to all the hate that we have to endure as a community throughout the year. But this June, we get to turn the mic up on us and say that we're proud and to say that we will stand together as a community in the face of all the adversity that is out there coming for us.
Absolutely, and you keep yourself busy as an advocate, but also you are like I said, a singer and now a podcast host. You are on iHeartMedia's Does This Murder Make Me Look Gay?
So yes, so it's actually it's an audio fiction. So it's actually a play.
Okay.
And it's extremely gay. I'm with all Broadway legends. It's so exciting. Cheyenne Jackson, Sean Patrick Doyle, Nathan Lee Graham, Michael Urie, and it's just really funny. So yes, it's on iHeart. Anywhere you stream your podcast, please check it out. Does This Murder Make Me Look Gay? The answer is yes, it does. And it's really funny. I hope you enjoy.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm going to listen as soon as I get home. Now, you are performing later. Can you tell us anything about the performance?
You know, it is kind of inspired by those negative voices out there, and this song is dedicated to those people, and just to say, listen, you don't have to listen or seek external validation from the internet or from likes. That's where I was when I wrote this song with Jeremy Schoenfeld, and it's just so important to not listen to those voices and realize we're a community. We can lift each other up, and you can lift yourself up. You've got this.
You've got this, and we are so excited to see you perform, but while you go get ready, I'm going to send it over to my friends in the booth.
Ready? He was ready when he got here this morning. Thank you, Frankie. We love you. He showed up in full makeup and full energy this morning.
And he said that Rainbow Starward is not going to run if it rains. It is on for good.
And right now we're taking a look at the heritage of Pride you see right in front of us. And wow, they're really showing out this year, bringing a whole lot of energy. Heritage of Pride, of course, is a nonprofit organization that plans and produces New York City's official LGBTQIA+.
This is their 40th year of putting on this Pride March. And I feel like every year it gets bigger and better. And every year is hot and sticky. So we want to wear fewer and fewer clothes as a result.
We should say that we have some incredible activist grand marshals this year as well. Esther Ukweli, Batty Brooks, Robin Drake, all on board there. They are exactly what we want. Young people to kind of jump in and take over
And
the whole
move
thing.
the movement forward. Today's Pride March is made possible by the folks at New York City Pride. The organization is volunteer-based and relies on fundraising to make this massive event and many others throughout the year happen. New York City Pride is trying to raise $1 million through donations this season. And if you want to show your support or possibly in a position to help, we encourage you to scan the code that's on your screen or visit nycpride.org/donate.
All right, Sam, Lauren, Kimberly, are you guys ready to rock?
We're ready.
I am so ready.
I know Frankie's ready, so we might as well go to him performing I Got Me, presented by iHeart. Please give it up for Frankie Grande.
Yeah, all right. Happy Pride, New York City. Come on. Grow on a lip, a lash, a little bit of glitter. Trick my look, tiny that make the thing on me. 'Cause I'm hip, I'm fast, passionate and dashing. I got the hook, always be what you be. They tell you. I
energy. Frankie.
Amazing.
Love that. Thank you, Frankie. Coming up, we've got one of the stars of RuPaul's Drag Race, Grand Marshal Michelle Visage, performances from Wicked's Mary Kate Morrissey, the cast of Titanique, and so much more.
Look at those screens. We are bringing it all to you live when ABC NY's broadcast of the 54th annual NYC Pride March returns.
From heat waves that feel never-ending.
It's going to be a few days really stifling out there.
To storms that move in fast.
A lot of lightning. Get inside.
Summer brings a range of weather.
We're going to get a lot of sunshine.
Gusty winds, hail, downpours.
But it's no match for the AccuWeather forecast.
So let's time this out.
Always one step ahead.
We have the makings of a high-impact flood event.
So you can plan ahead. Make the most of your summer with the Eyewitness News AccuWeather team. Every day on Channel 7 and stream on ABC7 New York.
There's a power within each of us. When awakened, it can boost performance, enhance learning, even help you work smarter. And you can unlock it with one simple thing: better sleep. Saatva provides that with our luxury mattresses, handcrafted with premium materials in our American factories. We even deliver to any room in your home for free. Saatva, you deserve the comfort of a great night's sleep.
At Spectrum, we know that internet is a vital tool to help you fulfill your dreams.
My dream is to become a video game developer.
My dream is to get my online college degree. Unfortunately, federal funding for the Affordable Connectivity Program is ending. That's why Spectrum designed affordable internet and mobile solutions to keep you connected. We are committed to delivering reliable, affordable internet and unlimited mobile to keep you connected to what matters most to you. Let freedom ring. Let freedom sing. Let it jump for joy. Let it laugh to the point of bursting. Let it hug tight, tighter. To the military service members who give us the freedom to live happy, healthy lives, we're proud to raise health to give you the same in return. Northwell, raise health.
Dear road rivals, no truck on the road drives value like the Tundra. Day after day, mile after mile, it all adds up to big savings under the hood. What's under yours? Toyota Tundra.
Get 1.99% APR for 48 months plus 1,000 TFS subvention APR cash on Tundra, or lease one for just $4.99 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hey friends, I'm Thaddeus Coates, also known as Harry Potter. I'm an artist, illustrator, and designer, and I'm the creator of this year's NYC Pride Float. Hope you all enjoy. Happy Pride. One of the most common themes in my work is the exploration of joy. I think it's so important that as Black people, we see ourselves at the epicenter of joy, and to know that that is something that we can experience organically. Representation matters, and you deserve to see yourself in any world that you can possibly imagine.
Welcome back to Channel 7's live coverage of the 54th annual New York City Pride March. It's so nice to put a face to some of this amazing artwork that we see on the floats coming down Fifth Avenue. Is really so talented.
And Lauren, you know, today's march is expected to have a crowd of about 2 million. That's with an M. That's 2 million people gathered together to celebrate LGBTQIA+ rights and equality out here in the streets of the city we love, New York City.
It's so amazing that everyone can agree that love is love. I also want you to understand, with 2 million people on the streets and we have some thunderstorms in the area, we have a thunderstorm watch here, but we're your place for weather, and we've got you. So when we see those storms develop, we've got a live radar here. We are following all that, tracking that. Any weather information, we will let you know. We'll let everybody know.
I know you will. I know we're in good hands. By the way, love is love is love. We can all agree on that, but good luck to getting them to agree on anything else. Example, Cowboy Carter or Tortured Poets Department.
You got to decide on Cowboy Carter.
It's Beyonce. It's Beyonce all the way.
See, with the brooches, I knew you were Team Beyonce. Beyonce.
Well, this is Joy Behar.
I agree. I think she will appreciate the homage.
Joy will love that.
Call
She
me
will
Joy.
truly love that.
Well, while we're covering the march, which is massive, there's actually another huge Pride event happening not too far from us in Greenwich Village. It's called Pride Fest. It's the annual LGBTQIA+ street fair, which is hosted every year, and this year by drag superstar Britta Filter. And there's Family Fest at Pride Fest, and that is made possible by sponsors like Nissan, who support Family Fest for the past 7 years. Nissan helps NYC Pride to provide a stage for family-friendly entertainers and a space for families to enjoy Pride Fest. If you're in the NYC area, make sure you check out Pride Fest, which is happening till 6 o'clock today, and you can watch us till 3, then get a fab fit going, and then head over there.
We're seeing a lot of fab fits right now on the World Pride float right there in the middle of your screen. Now, some people have definitely been working on their fab fits. Are our 2024 Pride Grand Marshals and Youth Activist Grand Marshals. We're going to be hearing from each of them throughout today's broadcast. Can't wait to hear why it's so important to them.
Well, listen to this, a fun fact, okay? About one of this year's Grand Marshals, Michelle Visage. She was the first ever guest co-host of the Pride broadcast in 2017.
Wow.
No pressure, Donnie.
I'll try to do you proud, Michelle.
Well, I caught up with Michelle earlier today. Today's march would not be what it is without the Grand Marshals. Everybody representing different parts of the community. Joining me right now is one of the most fantabulous, Michelle Visage.
Yes, hi, how are you?
It is so nice to meet you.
Thank you, lovely to meet you.
Tell me, you are an internationally renowned advocacy person, television personality, all of that. Where do you get your fire?
I had no choice. I was a kid who grew up kind of scrappy, and I'm a born hustler, and I knew that nobody would speak for me, and I learned very early that if I didn't speak up, nothing would change and nothing would happen. So I learned how to speak up for myself and for others very, very early on.
That's what I was going to say. Had there been someone like you with such a voice and such a presence when you were younger, how would that have changed your course of life?
My mother was a loudmouth woman from Brooklyn, and thank God I had her, because we didn't have especially women that spoke up for one another, in defense of one another, or in defense of people who didn't have a voice. So I learned really, again, early on to, if I didn't advocate for myself, things wouldn't get done and wouldn't happen.
What is top of mind for you right now in this country?
Oh, we are in trouble. That's what's top of mind. It's queer people in particular, trans people, drag performers, people of color in the queer community. Everybody is at risk. Everybody is in a little bit of a precarious situation. So first and foremost, we need to vote. Second of all, we need to speak up. We need to fight back. We need to not sit back. Now more than ever, our voices matter individually and collectively.
New York City Pride, what does that mean to you to be here? I mean, New York City has been such an incredible part of this movement, of the community. World Pride was here a couple of days, which was fantastic. What does New York City Pride mean to you?
Well, not such a part of. We are the movement. It started here at home base for me in New York City. The first Pride I ever went to was New York, and I remember vividly going down Christopher Street, not understanding. I was a kid, a privileged kid from New Jersey who didn't understand, got welcomed into the queer community at a very young age. We used to hang out the Christopher Street piers, and the first time that I got to see a pride parade and walk down Christopher Street, it all made sense. Hearing I Am What I Am, the music blaring, seeing the happiness, the tears, the love, the fight as it continues today is a game changer. So to be a Grand Marshal at New York Pride is, it's kind of weird. It's like, really?
Yeah,
is this
really?
happening?
Yes,
is this happening?
it is.
It is an honor to say the least.
Will you do me the honor of popping off?
I'll pop off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you do twist point, go. Twist it.
Point down here this way. Rotate this way. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. Which way does it go? And I'm strong.
You hold the mic. Ready? We're going to do it together. Put your hand on mine.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Ready?
Please not.
Frighteningly difficult. That is frighteningly difficult.
They're having a lot of fun with those poppers.
Oh, boy. And right now, we're joined by someone very special, not just today's march, but also to me personally. Please welcome my former colleague, my old boss, a fellow Boricua, and the woman who basically makes today all of New York City Pride's events run, the executive director of New York City Pride, Sandra Perez. Sandra, happy Pride. Oh, my gosh. It is the 40th anniversary of Heritage of Pride. I think I know the answer to this question, but what does it feel like for you to be the head of this organization this year?
Oh my gosh, to be head of this organization is an incredible honor. And it feels a little odd because I know how many people make this happen. So I just get to be the little figurine on top of the cake. But,
so much
I
more
like
than
that imagery.
So much more than that.
Let's talk a little bit about the theme, because every year there's a theme, and this year's theme is Reflect, Empower, Unite. What does that mean?
Well, for us, it's a call to action for anyone who is participating in the march or who cares about LGBTQ rights, right? We want them to reflect on the history and the successes and the struggles that have brought us all of our gains in civil rights, but we also want people to empower themselves with that knowledge to go forward and unite with others and make sure that we create and keep safe spaces open for our community.
And to that point about teaching and creating, we're, 55 years since Stonewall now, so we've got a brand new group of people we have to educate. What do we need to do?
I think we need to listen to our young people. We talk about them in the future tense. They are actually in the present tense. Our youth grand marshals this year epitomize the youth activism that's happening in the world, and we just need to create the safe space so people, and young people in particular, can tell their truth and change the world.
Talk a little bit about the political climate and how maybe that has impacted New York City Pride.
Yeah. Well, as with all things, each year we're ready for protests, we're ready for struggles, sadly. But what it does is fortify us. We're very firm in our resolve that this is an important time for our community. We're very clear that elections are going to be incredibly important, and we urge everybody to participate in that process because that's the only way we're going to make change.
We love you so much, and we all adore you, and we're so glad you're here for us. Thank you, Sandra.
Thank you for having us.
so much.
And for the work that you do so much. Coming up, TV and stage star Conrad Ricamora, plus performances from Mary Kate Morrissey, Drag Race legend Scarlet Envy, and the cast, ladies and gentlemen, of Titanique.
There's so much more to come when Channel 7's coverage of the historic New York City Pride March continues.
The 2024 NYC Pride March on ABC-7 is sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
TD Bank is proud to support the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center.
When I came to the Loft 10 years ago, the Loft didn't have any corporate sponsorships. TD Bank embraces our community and embraces equality and equity.
Go to abc7newyork.com to hear how TD Bank and the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center work together to make their community feel seen and heard. Sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Step into a whole new world at Disney's Aladdin, celebrating 10 years of Broadway magic. A dazzling, wondrous adventure filled with show-stopping visual spectacle. What more could you wish for? Get tickets at AladdinTheMusical.com.
The Honda you want is here. Get a great offer on the stylish HR-V or the Civic, which car and driver called fun to drive. There's never been a better time to drive in the moment with Honda. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Let's retrace our steps. The heat is on.
What?
The walls are closing in, and everyone's a suspect.
Are you just quoting cop shows?
That's what they want us to think.
He's just quoting cop shows.
I'm too old for this.
We're not detectives. We're connectivity experts. If millions of communities rely on us for fiber, internet, and mobile, you can too. Optimum, where local is big time.
Monday at 6 a.m., a check for thousands paid to a New Jersey small business.
And it froze their account. This is my business. They say no, it's fraud.
Putting their company on ice.
They couldn't withdraw any funds until they called 7 on your side.
Monday on Eyewitness News.
What's up, New York? It's Billy Porter here. And I'm sending out the love and positivity to y'all for this year's New York Pride. And remember, kids, it's not just a parade and a party. It's a protest and a march. So enjoy yourselves today. Stay safe.
We love you, Billy, a wise member of our family who stood right here, by the way, for all of us.
2019.
Right. Welcome back to ABC7 NY's live coverage of the 2024 NYC Pride March. We're here with, I don't know, just maybe a couple of million of our closest, nearest, and dearest friends, celebrating the LGBTQIA+ community, as well as, ladies and gentlemen, we should just get it out of the way and say it. Some very bold, always fashion choices.
I mean, bold is definitely one way to put it. I was out there and I saw quite a few cheeks, and I'm not talking about these.
It's like a Pride-themed Met Gala in the city today. If there's ever a year that Sam isn't up here hosting this broadcast, I can guarantee that he'll be on the parade route, the march route, celebrating with his cheeks to the wind. Now.
Wait. It's 2024. Daddy is 62 years old. The cheek days were in the 80s and 90s, and that's not even happening.
I don't know.
Oh, boy. Well, it takes so many people to put together this march, and thousands of volunteers give of their time and energy to help bring this celebration, a celebration of this magnitude to life. And it's so important because everyone has to enjoy it. So here's a look at what it's like to be a volunteer at New York City Pride.
I don't know what we would do without our volunteers.
Nothing would happen without the volunteers. The day of, if the volunteers are not here, nothing's going to get off the ground. I've been with this organization for 27 years. We've had other Pride years where we were celebrating like marriage equality and celebrating all of these wonderful things, and now we see that it's being slowly stripped away. So now's the time for everybody to come out and get involved.
I just felt like this year I really wanted to start to give back to this amazing community, and that's why I decided to volunteer.
This is my second year volunteering. I'm always an attender, but I really enjoy helping out.
They set up the event. We tell them where the tents go, tables, beverages. Today's event, the stage was involved, so we had talent wranglers.
We always have people in the crowds who also ensure safety.
There's lots of different roles to play. Everyone's talents are needed.
There's just something really fulfilling about volunteering.
For me, it's that feeling I get inside. You know, I'm doing something for the community.
Well, if you would like to volunteer and be a part of next year's New York City Pride March, or really any of the New York City Pride events throughout the year, we are about to make it really easy for you. You see that QR code? All you need to do is scan it. Take your phone over there, scan it, and you'll be able to learn much more about how you can participate.
Okay, it's an early day. If you want to come help and volunteer, I get that. But you get to be right along the parade route. There's nobody in front of you, and you're helping so many people get it together.
And it's like an experience like no other.
You know.
And you can dress in all the best outfits.
It's the best. And someone that is the best is with Pedro. Pedro's standing by with our next performer, who, by the way, gives me gay chills, which FYI, gay chills are chills.
They're just regular chills. They're just more fabulous.
We're going to send it over to you, Pedro.
We're having a good time. Listen, all the floats are coming by with good music. We're dancing. Yeah, we're dancing. You know, thanks, David. According to Charlie XCX, Black green might be considered, the color of the summer, but fans of our next performer, Elphaba, of course, they say green is for all year long. Oh, yeah. All year long. So joining us now is Mary Kate Morrissey of Broadway's Wicked. Thank you so much for joining us.
So happy to be here. Happy Pride!
All right, now they have numbers for presidents, right? 45, 46. Well, they do also for people who play Elba in Wicked, the long-running Broadway shows. You're number 25. How does it feel that you get to be number 25?
I feel so lucky. It's the best club I could have ever been a part of. When I think about numbers 1 through 24, those women are just my inspiration completely. Even Dee Rossioli is going to perform, and she's in that 1 through 24. It's just all these really incredible women, and I'm lucky to be 25, the quarter.
But, don't sell yourself short. I mean, you were a stand-in for some time waiting for your opportunity to become number 25, and now you got to do it. It really is a story of just perseverance to me.
Yep.
What do you think your message is to younger people who attend your shows, little kids who come and see Wicked?
I think my message is, especially with the perseverance aspect of it, is that the limit that we put on ourselves, the line is so much further. So you're capable of a lot more than you give yourself credit for. And so to keep trying and persevering and working as hard as possible and being nice to people.
So tell me why today is so important for you. And you're going to be performing in just a bit. Why is it important for you to come out here and support the LGBTQ+ community?
Look, I think especially LGBT+ community, myself included, we all have the green girl inside of us. And so it feels important to be a part of Wicked and represent Wicked, and how Wicked uplifts that sort of thing that society has made us outcasts for. And so I love that those two things are so symbiotic.
I love that. Well, the green girl's going to shine today. Yeah, you're shining. You're awesome. And guys, we'll send it back to you. She's going to perform in just a few minutes. So make sure you join us again.
I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. All right. Well, today we're celebrating the march. NYC Pride actually plans and produces kind of dozens of events all over New York City area during the month of June as well. I don't know. I've been to I could check off maybe half a dozen so far. Right. There's so many of them throughout the year, the entire year.
One of those is a program called Pride Gives Back, which provides grants to LGBTQIA+ community organizations in the New York City metro area. And we'll be meeting some of those recipients throughout the show today.
The first is Out My Closet, which empowers displaced LGBTQIA+ youth with clothing, care, compassion, and support. Take a look.
Out My Closet does the coolest things. We travel to homeless shelters, feeding programs, community-based centers, and we transform the space. We set up shop, like 24 racks, clothing, shoes, accessories, beautifully assembled. We bring in tons of clothes that are high quality, fashion forward, and we create a beautiful elevated boutique because we're working with the most vulnerable populations, right? Our unhoused and under-resourced LGBT youth. A lot of them has been kicked out or fled their toxic home environments with very little resources that they have within their book bags. When they come in, they know that they're loved, they're valued, their life matters, and we're here to always do that. If you're living on the street, what happens to your clothes? They get soiled, they get damaged, they become seasonally inappropriate. And we want that retail therapy experience to be given to our clients where they feel valued and esteemed and loved. They get to come into a safe space, because for our transgender and our gender non-conforming folks, sometimes retail experiences are very alienating for them. So they get to come in and choose for themselves, taking things off the racks that aligns with their gender identity and expression, something that they truly like, and they were like, oh my God, look at this, you know, it just boosts their mental health. Thus far in 2024, we've conducted 34 large-scale pop-up shops. These pop-up shops offer 700 to 1,000 articles at one time. So we've reached a new benchmark of having 55,000 articles hand-selected by the most vulnerable clients. So people get to leave with just things that make them feel so valued and loved. It's so important for us to partner with New York City Pride because we're a small grassroots organization. So when we get on the backs of an organization like New York City Pride that propels our work and gets the reach and get the funding and get the support and awareness, it comes back full circle to us, and we're definitely so grateful that we could do this with you.
You're doing so much good when you shop there, but there's also some incredible stuff you can find there. So you can learn more about the incredible work of Out of My Closet, what they're doing, and how they help all their initiatives by visiting outmycloset.org or scanning the QR code that we conveniently put at the bottom of the screen just for you for many occasions. Thank you, Out My Closet, for all that you do to support the LGBTQIA+ community. There's a lot of support out here today.
There is. Support, compassion, love, and some really good music. We were just dancing
we were
to.
Just bopping.
Love Freak. When we come back, a performance by Kate Morrissey, drag race icon Scarlet Envy. Plus, we'll talk to TV and Broadway star Conrad Ricamora.
I know, I love it, because La Freak is so chic. By the way, keep it right here for more of Channel 7's live coverage of the 2024 NYC Pride March. Lots of dancing.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand.
Right now, during the Jeep 4th of July sales event, well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles can lease the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for $339 a month.
Replace your windows and doors now and don't pay anything for a year. It's Renewal by Anderson's Buy Now, Pay Later event. Before June 30th, save $299 on every window. Save $799 on every patio door and entry door. And best of all, don't pay anything for 1 full year. That's the pay later part. Nice, right? Renewal by Anderson windows and doors are a great investment for security, curb appeal, and energy efficiency. Plus, you can enjoy your new windows and doors for 365 days before having to pay a thing. Right now, you can save $299 on windows, save $799 on patio doors and entry doors, and use your beautiful brand new windows and doors for a year before paying a dime. Our Buy Now, Pay Later event ends June 30th. Call 1-800-783-1700 to book now.
Get the best deals on the best brands during the 4th of July mattress sale at Raymore & Flanigan. Save up to $600 on Beautyrest Black, up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, up to $400 on Purple, and more. Plus, we deliver your new mattress the very next day and take away your old mattress for free. Or finance your new mattress for as little as $28 a month with no interest for 72 months. Don't wait. The 4th of July mattress sale is on now at Raymore & Flanigan.
What am I looking forward to in life?
Definitely college. Maybe like something with robotics.
I'm more happy when I'm swimming. If I could have any superpower, probably to heal. Yeah, really fast.
The first time I was exposed to music was in the NICU. It's given me like a feeling that I can kind of handle anything.
I was able to go to the college of my dreams. I cried. I couldn't imagine it. Now I can pursue whatever I want.
I want to be a firefighter, a princess. I want to be an artist, a doctor.
I definitely want to start a company.
New York Presbyterian will always be part of my story.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand.
Right now, during the Jeep 4th of July sales event, well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles can lease the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for $339 a month.
Hi, this is Tasha Smith, and I want to say Happy Pride. Mwah.
Mwah. Happy Pride, Tasha. We are back. ABC7 NY's live coverage of the 54th annual NYC Pride March, which is making its way down the streets behind us. You can see everybody kind of lining up, New York Presbyterian there. Happy Pride, guys. Happy Pride.
Such a great event. And if all this love and equality that we are feeling in the air today hasn't moved you to tears, here's your warning that this next performance probably will.
Yeah.
I hope that everyone wore waterproof mascara, including you, Pedro.
I did, in partnership with Playbill, singing Defying Gravity from the hit Broadway show Wicked. Here's Mary Kate Morrissey.
Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try to defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so defying gravity. They'll never bring me down. So when you can't find me to the western sky, as someone told me lately, everyone deserves the chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who drowned me, take a message back from me. Tell them, hey, you're defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity. And soon I'll match them in renown. And nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me
We are not worthy. That very special performance from Wicked was presented by Playbill. Wow, we're just proud to be a part of the NYC Pride March with its 3rd annual Playbill Pride Float. And you can catch, and you should, Mary Kate Morrissey starring as Alphaba in The Wicked on Broadway. Scan the QR code or on the screen right there, or visit wickedthemusical.com to purchase tickets. What?
She was incredible.
I mean,
That was, I'm too excited. I'm also very excited because we have MasterCard here, again at the New York City Pride March. They're continuing their long-standing support of the LGBTQIA+ community. And fun fact, 2 of their MasterCard employees, Marcus Carmaro and Haley Ock, designed the float this year. And it looks great. It looks incredible. It really encapsulates their message of being true to yourself is priceless. So as always, we're so grateful for MasterCard's ongoing support of the LGBTQIA+ community. And now we want to give you a little bit about their extraordinary efforts. Take a look.
Hi everyone, I'm Shamina Singh, the founder and president of the MasterCard Center for Inclusive Growth and the executive vice president of sustainability. MasterCard is a global community of more than 30,000 people united by a common purpose: to be a force for good in the world. We use our technology and innovation to create communities where opportunity is available to everyone, everywhere. Our company is a long-standing advocate and champion of LGBTQIA+ rights around the world. Both inside and outside of our walls, we want to open doors, enable opportunities, and empower people. We do this not only because it has a meaningful impact on our business, but because it's the right thing to do. From transforming the historic corner of Gay and Christopher Streets to Acceptance Street, acknowledging and celebrating the LGBTQIA+ community, to working with our internal Pride chapters so that the products we create, such as the True Name Card feature, recognize the real needs of our community, to ensuring our employee benefits support all families, to proudly marching with New York City Pride today. We believe in doing well by doing good and have built our legacy on a bedrock of diversity and inclusion.
And we will see you right back here when the 54th Annual New York City Pride March returns on ABC7 NY.
The party starts with Eyewitness News mornings at 10.
We're all hyped regardless.
Talk about what's up this weekend.
We are breaking records.
We're all hopped up on sugar. You never know who else will join the party. Eyewitness News mornings at 10.
We're on television, Mike. Get it together.
TD Bank is proud to support the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center.
When I came to the Loft 10 years ago, the Loft didn't have any corporate sponsorships. TD Bank embraces our community and embraces equality equality and equity.
Go to abc7newyork.com to hear how TD Bank and the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center work together to make their community feel seen and heard. Sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Step into a whole new world at Disney's Aladdin, celebrating 10 years of Broadway magic. A dazzling, wondrous adventure filled with show-stopping visual spectacle. What more could you wish for? Get tickets at AladdinTheMusical.com.
My name is Charles Bonzik. I'm seeking a life-saving liver. I want to live for my dad. He's a total marvel when it comes to motors.
And I love you.
I want to
Cheers to Dippin' Dollars.
fall in love.
I love that.
I want to live so I can keep on driving. Driving fast. I want to live for my sister.
You drive me nuts.
I want to live for my friend Franco.
2 more years, bro.
To infinity and beyond.
True.
My name is Charles, and I want to live.
Hi. Deprioritized. But it's a work call. Oh, a work call? Oh, deprioritized.
T-Mobile home internet relies on cell phone towers, so when their network gets busy,
Not the fridge. Come on.
you can be deprioritized.
It's too bad. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Forget T-Mobile cell phone internet. Get home internet that puts you first. Get Spectrum.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Lease a new RAV4 all-wheel drive for just $319 a month, and you've got everything you need to take adventure further. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Hi, we're the band Muna, and we want to say Happy Pride to everyone watching ABC. Yeah.
Peace. And welcome back to Channel 7's live coverage of the 2024 New York City Pride March.
How did Frankie get up there? He's everywhere. All right, this is the 55th anniversary of the Stonewall uprising, and this march really just keeps getting bigger and bigger and better every year.
And you're looking at the iHeartMedia float. Z100 KTU are the leading media outlets in New York, and their multiple platforms include broadcast station, live events, and iHeartRadio. iHeartMedia's free, all-in-one digital music podcasting and live streaming radio service.
And everyone looked fabulous. And earlier today, Kimberly, who also looks fabulous, had a chance to talk with one of our grand marshals for this year, DeShaun Usher.
This float right here, the Calhoun School and Little Red School, I believe that they're joint together on this float. These are two schools in New York City. You've got some kids there. We were talking about how the young people are the present and the future.
They are. They're leading us into the future, like DeShaun Usher, one of our grand marshals, who we're now going to show in an interview with Kimberly earlier today.
Nicely done, David.
Grand marshals, grand marshals, grand marshals. We love them, and that's why we have DeShaun Usher with us. Hi, DeShaun.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Being here today, what does it mean for you?
It means truly the world, like being from New York and being able to represent New York City for New York City Pride. Yeah, it's kind of indescribable, but I'm super excited for the day and like for what it will represent.
Now, DeShaun, you are the founder of Mobilizing Our Brothers Initiative. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Mobilizing Our Brothers Initiative, it was an initiative that's through the New York City Blood Center, and it was actually when we were doing research with Project Achieve where we found that there was a gap between research and reality, and that we have the solutions now, and so it was as opposed to waiting for like 5-10 years for results to come out. It was like, what does it look like to mobilize our community now, give them information so that we can focus on our wellness now.
If you could blink your eyes and say, end up 10 years ahead from now, 10 years later, where should we be? Where would you like us to be in this country?
I would like for us to actually be free, equitable. Like, I would love for us to just like feel safe again. And I'm not sure if there was ever a time of us really feeling safe, but I would love in 10 years that like we actually feel safe to be our full selves, to be inclusive, to be like able to walk up out of our homes and be protected.
Getting to that point, what will it take? I know one of the other Grand Marshals said, get out there and vote.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, voting in every election, local, your like national and federal ones for sure, but ensuring that like you know who you're voting for and what they stand for and represent, and that they are actually representative of you and that they're doing their job.
Being in this group of Grand Marshals, it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, no, it is. We have literally history makers here. We have movers and shakers. We have youth. We have everyone that literally is representing some form of the movement, and so it's very inspiring to be a part of that.
DeShaun, will you do the honors and set us off for New York City Pride?
Absolutely, I'm from the Bronx. So
okay. Wait,
yes.
Okay. So we'll twist and point.
Okay, twist and point this way.
Get some muscle.
Yes.
Okay,
I think we moisturized. That was.
Okay, you hold the mic and I'll help you.
Okay, ready?
Okay, ready? 1, 2. Happy Pride, guys.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. I think that Kimberly really is getting in her steps because she's been all around the city. You saw her just chatting with one of the Grand Marshals, and now she is with a very special guest. Kimberly.
Very, very special guest. I'm here with one of the stars from our very own Disney family. You may remember him from the ABC series, How to Get Away with Murder. We missed that. And you will soon see him starring in the upcoming Hulu series, How to Die Alone. So basically, he's the guy when it comes to how to do things. I'm here with Conrad Ricamora. Welcome, Conrad.
Thank you, Kimberly. It's so great to be here with you. Happy Pride!
Tell me, Conrad, is this your first New York City Pride? You said it wasn't. Tell us about that.
No, I came here in 2001. Before I was an actor, I came here to play a tennis tournament, a challenger tournament that I didn't get into. And then I was like, I saw pride flags on the street and I was like, let me stick around. And I just came and stood behind the barriers and I saw Hillary Clinton march. Oh, it's giving me chills. I saw Hillary Clinton marching in the parade, and then I was like, I think I want to change my life, because I remember I really loved the arts and acting, and I became an actor like at that moment.
You're an actor on Broadway. You were just on Broadway. You're going to be on Broadway.
Yeah.
You're also back on the screen in an upcoming Onyx collection, an ABC signature show on Hulu, How to Die Alone. What can you tell us about that?
Well, it's written and starring Natasha Rothwell from Insecure. She's now shooting the 3rd season of White Lotus. She's a huge star. I'm so excited to I wanted to work with her since 10 years ago, and now I'm getting the chance to, and I play her best friend. And I just think it's a great story about how people get their lives together and who stays after they get their lives together and who is...
Well, we are glad you were here, Conrad, to stay with us during New York City Pride. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Okay, I'm going to toss it back to you guys in the booth.
I am obsessed with him. He's so talented. We also have to give a special thanks to Got to Be for sponsoring Stage Fest, which is a part of Pride Fest that's happening all day in Greenwich Village. Got to Be supports inclusion, creativity, and embracing your unapologetic self-expression, which we're all about.
Yeah, we are.
So if you are down at Pride Fest, make sure to stop by the booth and do a meet and greet with drag queens like Marty Gold Cummings and Beaches.
Sure. You're just watching the group with L'Oreal and God's Love We Deliver right behind us. The mission of God's Love We Deliver is to improve the health and well-being of people living with HIV, AIDS, cancer, and other serious illnesses by alleviating hunger and malnutrition.
It's incredible what they do. They bring meals to people who are homebound, who are in need of that nutrition, and also a little camaraderie.
Yeah, and I'm so glad we have a moment to show their float right there and the talented, dedicated people who are on board today. And if you're a fan of drag queens, by the way, can I think of anyone who isn't? Come on. I know we're going to be talking to Scarlet Envy right after the break. Plus, we have more performances coming up, including the cast. Crank up that music. Thank you. Of Titanique. We'll be right back.
So we hope you keep it right here for more live coverage from the 2024 New York City Pride March.
The Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid with the most standard safety features in its class.
Right now, get $5,000 bonus cash, plus you may qualify for up to a $7,500 federal tax credit on the 2023 Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid.
Wait a minute. So we've got 4 comfy motion sofas, 4 trending dining sets, 4 best-selling sectionals, and 4 highly rated mattresses for the 4th.
And 4 4-piece bedrooms, just $7.99 each, like this brand new Solitude bedroom set. My mid-century Betty with the upholstered headboard. My trendy Tremont in 2 colors. And my farmhouse Calvin with chevron detailing.
There's even 0 interest financing when you pay in 4 installments.
It's my annual 4 for the 4th celebration. Oh, my mom!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
We can't save you from getting tagged in a wipeout video, but we can save you nearly $1,000 a year when you combine Optimum Internet and mobile. Optimum Fiber Internet starts at just $30 a month. With the fastest fiber internet available in the New York tri-state area, your dollar goes further and your internet goes faster. Get Optimum Fiber Internet starting at just $30 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM. Go to Optimum.com or visit a store today. Optimum, where local is big time.
There's a power within each of us. When awakened, it can boost performance, enhance learning, even help you work smarter. And you can unlock it with one simple thing: better sleep. Saatva provides that with our luxury mattresses, handcrafted with premium materials in our American factories. We even deliver to any room in your home for free. Saatva, you deserve the comfort of a great night's sleep.
It's summertime in New York State. Time to get away. Enjoy everything that makes it easy to love New York. Start your getaway at iloveny.com.
The Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid with the most standard safety features in its class.
Right now, get $5,000 bonus cash, plus you may qualify for up to a $7,500 federal tax credit on the 2023 Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid.
Next Live with Kelly and Mark Feuerstein. Plus, we kick off festive 4th week with TikTok star Shannon Doherty.
Watch live tomorrow morning at 9
on ABC-7.
Monday at 6 a.m., a check for thousands paid to a New Jersey small business.
And it froze their account. This is my business. They say no, it's fraud.
Putting their company on ice.
They couldn't withdraw any funds until they called 7 on your side.
Monday on Eyewitness News.
I'm just popping by to say happy Pride. The theme at my wedding last year was Love Wins. And I got to tell you, Sam knows because he was there. You should have seen him on the dance floor. Woo! Happy Pride, everyone.
Happy Pride, Robin. Happy Pride, Robin. That is so special. And can I tell you, I have never seen a wedding party that hit the banquet room dancing. Like, they didn't even sit down. They went right to the dance floor.
I love it. And you were right there.
Yeah, you know you have to be. Welcome back, guys. We're so glad you're with us. The 54th annual NYC Pride March. Robin's wedding was definitely beautiful. We have got so much stuff to show you. Kimberly.
Yes.
What's behind us right now? So we stand proud right now.
We stand proud, yes. This float is one of the most interesting. It's important right now.
From JP Morgan. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up with where we are.
It's dedicated to advancing equitable opportunities in the community. Their Office of LGBTQ+ Affairs and its full-time dedicated team provides resources and tools for the queer community to thrive. So it's super, super important. They're jamming out there.
Yeah, they are.
Speaking of jamming, I've seen your dance moves, Sam.
Oh, wait a minute.
We've seen them on Dancing with the Stars, and I have seen them in the studio. Between the commercials, when you're not watching during weather.
We've had all the best music in commercial breaks.
Yeah. Yes.
But Sam,
It's true. Yes.
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Can you do the JoJo Siwa Karma dance? And if you can, you would be my personal hero.
All right.
Oh, no.
Dummy, only if you're... Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go. Okay. R.
What's happening?
Circle, circle,
down,
circle, circle, down. Oh, we did it.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. Good job, guys.
I think it was good.
Yes,
I think it was good.
excellent.
Great.
You'll teach me later. I wouldn't do it like that. You guys knock it out.
I almost hit you. Well, I am really excited for who's up next. Lauren, I hear you're standing with someone who's so much drama. Girl, give it to us.
Wait, is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. I mean, maybe I am. Oh, you must be talking about the drag legend and iconic tic-tac trendsetter standing right next to me, Miss Scarlet Envy. Scarlet, how are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling very dramatic, actually. Very dramatic.
I can't imagine that you would be feeling dramatic.
Yeah.
How do I get some big girl energy like you have? I mean, I am not a supermodel, and I'm standing on a box to be as tall as you.
Personally, I think you do look like a supermodel. I think you're so gorgeous. Anybody who has, the gumption to be on TV as yourself, I think, is definitely the drama. It's
Love all
definitely
the sparkle you bring. You're on stage, you're on TikTok, you're on the screen, and now you're coming out with a book.
I am.
Tell me about that.
Yes, Scarlet Envy, she's a poet, comes out this July, and I'm so excited. I've been working for 5 years on this. It's poems from a drag queen. You know, I think drag is an art form that can transcend boundaries, and I think it's time that the drag queen sashay into the literary world.
So when you're writing as a poet, are you in drag at that moment, or like what is the inspiration, or are you sitting back without makeup and just heels up when you're writing?
Well, when I'm writing, I'm sitting back without makeup on, but it's a mindset. You know, you don't have to look like this to think like this. And I think it's really important to remind people, you know, anyone can think like a drag queen and channel that energy. But yeah, I mean, the poems are some about drag, some are dramatic, some are glamorous, but some are, you know, raw and real and about when you take the makeup off, you know?
So what is important to you about celebrating Pride?
Selling my book? Is that a bad answer?
I love it. Nothing like seizing the opportunity.
No, I mean, I think it's genuinely a moment. You know, I lived here for 13 years. It's nice to be back here. This city shaped me and created who I am. And celebrating New York City Pride, much less Pride all around the world. London is celebrating this week and everywhere. So I think it's just important to plug in, especially now when, you know, legislation seems to be against us more and more. I think it's important to celebrate when we can.
Well said. A little bit of poetry this afternoon for us. Thank you so much, Miss Scarlet Envy.
And thank you.
Thank you. Well, for the record, you know, I'm not the drama. I know we're getting ready for our next performance. So while that happens, I'm going to send it back to you, Kimberly and Sam and David.
Oh, and Lauren, for the record, I never think you're the drama. Sam, maybe.
Oh, wait a minute.
You never. The only drama at this moment is that float that's coming down right now. Which float is this? We have IATSE, which is the union that represents over 170,000 behind-the-scenes entertainment workers, many of our friends across the United States, Canada, from Broadway to Hollywood and everywhere in between. Very important people. We salute you.
Keeping us moving.
Keeping us moving. There with the flag. We love that.
I love that. Well, throughout our broadcast, we've been sharing stories on some of the recipients of this year's Pride Gives Back grants. Since 1984, NYC Pride has given more than, listen to this, $25 million through this program.
Wow, that's generous.
One of the organizations that was awarded a 2024 grant is Transformative Schools, a progressive education community centered around trans joy and social justice work. Here's a closer look.
Transformative Schools is a visionary after-school program serving trans kids here in New York City.
We're a team of trans and queer teachers trying to start a trans school. As far as we know, we're the only program serving LGBTQ youth in New York City under the age of 12.
And the dream is to grow from an after-school program and be a middle school for trans kids, a home away from home here in New York City.
The space that we're creating is one where kids feel safe and seen and understood.
We've been working with students ages 9 to 15, doing classes everything from engineering to yoga to computer coding to art. We also do a bunch of policy and advocacy work.
We've gotten involved with the Community Education Council, which is New York City's version of a school board, and we're showing up at those school board meetings and protecting trans kids and building community, and I feel very proud of that work.
And also seeing the parents feeling the support of having a space that oftentimes these kids don't have in their schools is really important for us. Visibility matters so much. When kids see you, they understand that your existence is enough because you're here, and them being able to see you means that they get to exist and they get to see themselves become doctors, become teachers, become activists, become whatever it is that they want to. If they don't have anyone that they can see doing this work and being alive and doing this work, then they don't know that their futures are possibilities. And so we are their possibility models.
I think we live in a scary time in the world right now, in that trans people, particularly trans kids, are under attack. And I am incredibly proud to be able to do all this work to try and stand up for them and try and make their lives easier.
Trans kids deserve trans schools.
It is so important to support. You can learn more about the important work of Transformative Schools is doing and help them achieve their mission by visiting transformative.org or scanning the QR code on your screen. There are so many organizations marching out here today that are fighting for our rights and our justice, including the Metropolitan Opera.
We love palm trees and all. Look at that.
And singing live on that one.
The largest classical music organization in North America, the Metropolitan Opera, a vibrant home for the most creative and talented singers, conductors, composers, musicians, stage directors, designers, keep going, visual artists, choreographers, and dancers from around the world. And you're right, David, we are singing live on the float.
There's an opera singer right on Fifth Avenue. Oh, listen to that.
Oh, the talent, yes. Well, coming up, we've got a special performance of Scarlet Envy, the cast of Titanique, and we'll chat with more of this year's Grand Marshal.
All that, and Sam promises to do JoJo Sweetwell's
there's more?
Keep it here. We'll be back with more from the 2024 New York City Pride March.
Ryan's getting ready to take the wheel.
People love this show.
It's a half hour of family fun.
You both make it look so easy. Weeknights at 7:30
on ABC-7.
Get the best deals on the best brands during the 4th of July mattress sale at Raymore and Flanigan. Save up to $600 on Beautyrest Black, up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, up to $400 on Purple, and more. Plus, we deliver your new mattress the very next day and take away your old mattress for free. Or finance your new mattress for as little as $28 a month with no interest for 72 months. Don't wait. The 4th of July mattress sale is on now at Raymore and Flanigan.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for 4th of July savings. Now get a low $259 per month lease on Rogue or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
I miss you, Mommy.
I miss you too.
Are you coming home?
I'll be there when you wake up.
When you think about it,
I'll call you soon, Dad.
half the trips the world takes are trips home.
It's the feeling we all eventually long to get back to.
My flight.
As much as we wanted to get away from it in the first place. We know because at Delta,
Thank you so much.
all 100,000 of us are, above all, travelers, just like you. Which is why we try to make you feel at home long before you even get there.
We are so glad that you're spending your day with us today at ABC7 NY as we bring you the coverage of the 54th annual NYC Pride March from right here on 24th Street and 5th Avenue. We're keeping an eye on the entire area, and I do just want to mention while we're talking about it, the song that just blew by here was Rain on Me, and that's what we don't want. We're trying to keep out of the thunderstorms, and right now the city looks like we're in good shape, but there's some other parts of the area. We are all under a severe thunderstorm watch until around 7 o'clock tonight. There is no longer a warning in the Hudson Valley right now, but you can see the stronger storms in Monticello, in Middletown right there. If skies do look threatening to you, make sure you move inside to a place of safe shelter. Believe me, if something were to go here, we would all move away and get out of the way. Yep.
We have a backup plan. Always have a backup plan.
It is live TV, so we'll just go with it.
Yeah, we will.
And if we do, we might get a chance to spot someone out on the route.
Ooh.
Because it is the perfect place to find what many people are looking for today. You know, a man in finance.
Right?
Trust fund.
6'5", blue eyes.
I'm just saying, it's the hunt of the summer.
And speaking of summer and making your move, HSS just went by, Hospital for Special Surgery.
Yep.
That float, we've all been there. We all need
We
tweaks,
have all
aches,
actually
and
been to
pains.
HSS.
Right?
Thank you.
HSS, yes. And look at that.
Absolutely gorgeous parade coverage out there. As you pull out, there's a lot of music that goes on with it. The Community Healthcare Network was also a part of that. CHN is a nonprofit healthcare provider with 14 clinics throughout NYC, and they actually provide care for everyone. So whether you can pay or not, they pioneer PrEP as prevention tool and serve around 1,600 people living with HIV.
Oh, so important. Such important work.
All right, let's talk a little bit about our friends at MasterCard. It's really fantastic to see so many folks out here marching, from individuals and small grassroots organizations to giant corporations who are still supporting us and saying we love you. MasterCard is one of them. MasterCard is one of the companies that continues to show their support to the LGBTQIA+ community every year. So we have a thank you to you, MasterCard, for your ongoing championship of NYC Pride.
It is time for the performance everyone has been waiting for. Lauren, now I know you're not the drama or the villain or anything else in the least bit shady, but could you please do the honors?
Yeah, thanks for the vote of confidence. It's a very special performance presented by Vive Healthcare. Please give it up for the star of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars, and Drag Race UK versus the world. It's drag superstar and possible source of the drama, Scarlet Envy.
New York City!
For that special performance by Scarlet Envy, presented by Beef Healthcare, thanks to Playbill. Scarlet will also be on the Beef Healthcare bus riding down the march route today alongside her drag sister, Pepper. Oh, and who we got now?
Josie's Club is right behind us. Josie's Club is a Black, queer, femme, and woman-supported, operated social impact group that organizes communities around collaborative event production. So the Josie Club was established to create a safe communal space where their community of Black, queer femmes can gather to affirm their existence.
And after Josie's, we have someone coming up that we're dear to all of us. The Girl Scouts of Greater New York has signature programs to help create really an inclusive environment. There they are, those cutie pies. It's an environment that helps young people reach their full potential and discover really the power to shape the world beyond them. Supported by caring adult volunteers, Girl Scouts explores their strengths and takes on new challenges in a place where they can always be themselves. I was a brownie.
Oh, you were?
I was a brownie, and then I was a Girl Scout.
So what you're saying is it's really not just about the cookies.
No, but it's about the cookies.
But it is about the cookies.
Yes, it is time for us to meet another one of our 2024 Pride Grand Marshals. Earlier today, I caught up with really a special person, social justice warrior, Miss Major.
Grand Marshals, such an important part of today's Pride March, and oh my goodness, pinch me. I have Miss Major standing next to me right now, social justice warrior. When you hear that, Miss Major, what do you think?
I think that a lot of people that died to have that title, and so I must keep it going and keep it true.
And what does that look like? Activism, advocacy?
All of that, because you can't have one without the other. It's like, oh, let's have advocacy. Well, then that was the thing here. So.
You are considered Stonewall in royalty. You were there, 1969, the night of the first rebellion. Can you tell us a little bit about that and the fact that we have the first ever visitor center just opened at Stonewall?
Well, I think it's nice that they have visitor center now, but 69 was a matter of we were fighting to get the police off of our backs. And still today, we're fighting to get the police off of our backs. Now, of course, it's the government and all the other stuff. But the fight continues.
One of the things that I applaud you is that you're very much in touch with, because of your own past, transgender folks in prison and supporting them. Can you tell us about that effort?
Well, the thing is that when they go to prison, they lose everything, family, friends, you know, and when they come out, they have no idea what it's like, what the city's like. It's changed drastically. And so we're there to help them and to give them a reason to live.
And a retreat. You have a wonderful retreat. Yeah. Can you tell me about that?
That is a grounds in Little Rock that is Texans who have them come and sit and relax and think, because they got to know what they got in this for, what they're going to for, and then go back and give the people that they left total fucking hell.
Boom.
Yes.
Can you do the honors? Another boom.
Yeah.
Our tradition here with our Grand Marshals. Okay, so we're going to set it off. Okay, we're going to twist together. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm glad that one popped easily. That was
a good
finally
one. The easiest and the best.
You know, I've been to so many years of this march, which every year I'm astonished by what it really takes, the amount of resources and people to put this all together. New York City Pride is the fabulous organization behind the march and Pride Fest and so many more LGBTQIA+ programs happening throughout the year. They rely on fundraising to make all of this possible. So if you are able to show support, scan the QR code that's right on the screen or visit NewYorkCityPride.org/donate.
When we return, performance performances from the cast of the hit off-Broadway show Titanique, and a ballroom performance from the legendary house of Maquillage Mugler. And we'll keep an eye out for A Man in Finance, Trust Fund, 6'5", Blue Eyes.
ABC NY's live coverage of the 2024 NYC Pride March will be right back. You just saw Mexico going by on their float.
The 2024 NYC Pride March on ABC7 is sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
TD Bank is proud to support the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center.
When I came to the Loft 10 years ago, the Loft didn't have any corporate sponsorships. TD Bank embraces our community and embraces equality and equity.
Go to abc7newyork.com to hear how TD Bank and the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center work together to make their community feel seen and heard. Sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
At the Jeep Make This the Summer event, you can take a vacation from payments on the most capable Wrangler ever. Our most affordable SUV, Jeep Compass. The only open-air pickup, Jeep Gladiator. And the most awarded SUV ever, Jeep Grand Cherokee. Hurry into your Jeep brand dealer and make the most out of summer with great deals plus no payments for 90 days.
Or right now during the Jeep Make This the Summer event, well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles can lease the 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 for $339 a month.
At Spectrum, we know that internet is a vital tool to help you fulfill your dreams.
My dream is to become a video game developer.
My dream is to get my online college degree. Unfortunately, federal funding for the Affordable Connectivity Program is ending. That's why Spectrum designed affordable internet and mobile solutions to keep you connected. We are committed to delivering reliable, affordable internet and unlimited mobile to keep you connected to what matters most to you.
Every time you make a healthy choice, you make your body and your mind happy. So what is healthy? Healthy is getting more sleep. It's also getting more exercise and eating well. It's seeing your doctor regularly. Healthy is even managing your stress in a way that's good for you. Healthy is being connected to others and free to live your best life. For tips and resources or to learn more about New York City's campaign for healthier, longer lives, visit nyc.gov/stayhealthy.
Hello, aloha, howdy, hey y'all, and welcome to the W. We pride ourselves on having a super welcoming, calm, low-stakes environment.
Boston will hoist.
We've been delivering astounding results since 1997. If you love real basketball, what a pass to Boston. Welcome to the W. Basketball's fun.
Hey, happy Pride. The world is a better place because you're in it.
Thank you, Jewel. It is a better place. Welcome back to our live coverage of the 2024 NYC Pride March. We are lucky enough now to be joined by a couple of very special friends. I gotta say, icons, David, because
I mean, Sam, it is icons only up here, which is why we have Sue Doster and Kaz Alexander who are here. They're the two co-chairs of Heritage of Pride. I had the pleasure of working with them for several years at New York City Pride, and I have to say, #blessed, #blessed. It is a thrill to welcome my iconic friends to this stage today. Thank you for having me back here.
Of course. Thank you, Debbie.
Oh, thank you.
Certainly.
Sue, I got to ask you, we all know, a lot of people call Pride a protest. Some people call it a celebration, but what's your viewpoint?
My viewpoint is
we are both. Everyone is welcome to celebrate Pride in the way they want, but of course we here in New York City call it a Pride March.
Yep.
Because we still have further to go to get our equal rights.
I think everybody should call it a Pride March now because you're exactly right. But how different from, what was it, 30, 33 years ago? How different is what we see on the streets right now?
Well, the passion is exactly the same. How we do things has changed a little bit. We used to make banners by hands and carry them down and sew them. You couldn't go out to Kinko's and print a banner. You know, that's not the way it worked by then. But people would join and create these things and hand sew them and carry them down the march route.
The grassroots sort of movement. Cause I wanted to ask you a little bit about all the activities throughout the month, all the Pride events. So many are inclusive to children and families. Why is that an important part of the mission?
I think as we're moving forward with our mission and who we are as a community, we have to make sure that we have space for everybody, including young people. So, you know, our Reflect, Empower, Unite theme is really thinking about the past, but also moving us in the future. And they need to see role models. They need to see people who reflect different sexual orientation, gender identity, making space for everyone, families and children included.
So we're kind of approaching an important local, state, and national election time for us. So what's the overall impact do you think our community can have on those elections, and what's something that we need to tell people?
Absolutely. The impact is vast. Look at the energy here on Fifth Avenue. We can achieve anything if we come together as a community and stand together. And it's incumbent on each one of us to do our part and unite, and we will continue to move things forward.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I can add.
Go ahead.
Representation and visibility matters. So this is New York City. Everyone is welcome, but we can see that here. They need to see it everywhere.
I so agree with you, and I like to tell people all the time, you can fire off on your social media of choice, but the only thing you do that makes a difference is vote. That's it. You know, everything else is just kind of fun to do.
Show up to
but
vote.
That makes a difference.
In terms of representation and actually and being an ally, we see a lot of corporations here in this march reflecting their brand and their approach to diversity and inclusion. Kaz, talk a little bit about the importance of the corporate world in this movement.
I would love to. I'm from the nonprofit sector, but I think all of us, whether you work in public schools as teachers, as doctors, as lawyers, corporations, everybody wants to be seen as a full human, right? And that includes those who work, right? So we have corporations here that are a reflection of people who believe in LGBTQ rights, who believe in that visibility. And so the corporations are sponsoring the people. The people are here. They want to be heard. They are full humans. And so we're happy to see some of the corporations that are here that are a reflection of that. Like, I see my employees as full humans, and the employees have an opportunity to march on behalf of the folks that they work for.
And I'll add in that a lot of times it's the ERGs within these groups who inspire people to march.
Yeah.
So party protest.
Yeah, I mean, let me just say, this is why we called you icons coming in. It's the smart voice and a fun day. There we go.
Thanks, Sue.
Thanks for having us.
We appreciate you being here. And one of the programs that New York City Pride oversees is Pride Gives Back, which awards grants to nonprofit and community organizations. And one of the recipients of this year's grants is InReach, a groundbreaking app connecting LGBTQIA+ people who are facing persecution or discrimination. Here's a closer look.
We're a trans-led tech nonprofit that is building the world's first open source platform that matches LGBTQ+ people facing persecution or discrimination with safe, verified resources. So our vision is really to ensure that every trans and queer person has on-demand access to the safe resources they need for help. This is especially important given the current climate. Anti-LGBTQ legislation and rhetoric continues to rise, resource access shrinks, and something like InReach is even more urgent today. We're available in all 50 U.S. states and D.C., in addition to Mexico and Canada. Our biggest accomplishment is probably hitting over 400,000 people using InReach to access safe resources since launching the platform, and we've seen an increase as we've continued to grow the platform. New York City Pride has been a phenomenal partner for our organization over the several years that we've worked together. From PR and media support to cash grants, extremely helpful to raise awareness in New York City and beyond. So our focus has always been on mapping all the safe resources, no matter who you are, no matter your sexual orientation, your gender identity, your race, your ethnicity, your immigration status. We want this digital one-stop shop to be able to help you in your time of need. Everyone needs resources, and there are LGBTQ people everywhere. So that idea of on-demand access, and that idea that it needs to be safe and anonymous and free, and that technology can help to bridge the gap between LGBTQ people in need of safe resources and those resources that exist, has been, I think, a tremendous relief for so many people, and I would say we're just getting started.
And you can learn so much more about the incredible work InReach is doing and help their initiatives by visiting inreach.org or scanning that conveniently located QR code at the bottom of the screen. The recipients of these Pride Gives Back grants are so powerful and deserving. Hey, we just saw a couple of floats go by.
Yeah, we had the Actors Equity Association. Actors Equity Association is the labor union representing over 50,000 performers and stage managers in live entertainment across the U.S.
And that ties in perfectly with the Playbill float that just went by, celebrating their 140th anniversary this fall. Playbill is proud to be part of the New York City Pride March with its 3rd annual Playbill Pride float. Obviously, it honors Broadway, Playbill's love and dedication to the LGBTQIA+ community and its allies.
And you know that print on the top of that folder when you get it in the theater. All right, you guys were talking about ViVE Healthcare earlier. It's marching with NYC Pride as your new partner in PrEP, inviting you to rethink your PrEP options and check out rethinkyourprep.com. Guests on the bus includes RuPaul's Drag Race alum Peppermint is up there. Peppermint's up there. Scarlet Envy is up there, but I'm so happy to see Peppermint.
Oh, I love Peppermint. She's incredible.
All right.
Speaking of performers.
Yep, Pedro is with one of our next performers who holds her own in a form of power as kind of a Celine Dion, if you will.
Oh, certainly. Pretty much I'm with Celine. Listen, have you ever wondered what would happen if Celine Dion hijacked the Titanic Museum tour?
All the time.
Recharted the course of Titanic's beloved moments and characters with her iconic songs? I have clearly many times thought about this. Sam, you too. Thankfully, that wild expression has been answered, that exact question. So, what are the chances we're joined by the star of Titanique, Rossioli, excuse me. Thank you for being with us here today for Pride. Yeah. You look amazing.
Thank you.
You look amazing. What is it like to play Celine Dion? And those are big shoes to fill.
Oh my God, yes, they really are. And I love Celine with all my heart. I am truly a Celine Dion fan, but I am also a fan of Titanique. And I love being a part of a show that has created such a big presence in pop culture history, and I get to be a part of that journey now. So it's very exciting.
And you get to sing some amazing songs from Celine Dion. In Titanique, which one is your favorite that you get to perform? I mean, My Heart Will Go On, of course, but which one is your favorite?
I think I really love to sing I Surrender, Because You Loved Me. Well, I don't get to sing I Drove All Night, but I love that song. And actually, one of my favorite moments in the show is Taking Chances. We sing it as a company, and it really just always gets my blood pumping. I'm really thankful I don't have to sing all by myself. The other unsingable Molly Brown has to hit those high notes 8 times a week, and thankfully I don't, so yeah.
I thought it was absolutely amazing. You've done so much, from Wicked to playing Cher even, and now Celine Dion. Titanic was supposed to be just a quick limited run. It's now going on its 2nd anniversary. For you, what do you think keeps people back in a town that's full of great shows?
Well, of course, it's this hysterical, wild ride that we get to go on, but it also taps into something that is so Celine, and that is her authenticity. So while the show is funny and silly, it also has a lot of heart, and I think that we as a cast try to balance that silliness, campiness with something meaningful.
Rossioli, a.k.a. Celine Dion. While we batten down the hatches and prepare to make land with your performance, sorry, nautical puns are in right now. I can't stop. Let's check back in with our friends at the helm of the march. See, I can't stop.
Ahoy, Captain. Ahoy, Captain.
Yeah, I was going to make a joke about pirate booty, but there's a whole different current reference, so I can't say booty. I would have to say bounty.
Oh, no, you didn't. I'm going to keep us on track. When we return, we'll have performances from the cast of Titanique, to Transcend, and the legendary house of Miyaki.
Don't go anywhere. The 2024 NYC Pride March will be right back.
It's time to embrace the crazy.
It's a 2-hour premiere event.
We got the best clips
Oscars with a celebration nearly 50 years in the making.
That's different.
It's Family Feud Decades of Laughs, followed by the star-studded return of Celebrity Family Feud. The 2-hour premiere event starts July 9th, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Watermelon Glow with Pride Toner.
Caring for my skin really was the gateway of radically loving myself.
For trans men specifically, a skincare routine that adapted to how my skin was shifting and adapting was very important.
I learned the many diverse ways of what it means to be beautiful.
Until I came out, I didn't have a community where I felt like I belonged. Love That Glow Recipe is a company whose values align with mine.
Express who you are.
Be yourself 100%. I'm proud to be part of the LGBTQIA+ community.
Hot White Heist is back, starring Bowen Yang.
Who's after us this season?
And Trouble is hot on their heels.
Okay, word.
Your hair looks great, by the way.
Oh my God, stop. Season 2 haircut.
Hot White Heist 2.
Come again?
With so many stars, we could barely fit them in this trailer.
Listen on Audible.
Dear road rivals, no truck on the road drives value like the Tundra. Day after day, mile after mile, it all adds up to big savings under the hood. What's under yours? Toyota Tundra.
Get 1.99% APR for 48 months plus 1,000 TFS subvention APR cash on Tundra or lease one for just $4.99 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Monday at 6 a.m., a check for thousands paid to a New Jersey small business.
And it froze their account. This is my business. They say no, it's fraud.
Putting their company on ice.
They couldn't withdraw any funds until they called 7 on your side.
Monday on Eyewitness News.
Have you been on board the mother of all commutes? Whether you've seen us on TikTok or been on board with us, NYC Ferry is taking New Yorkers and visitors alike on one sleigh of a ride. Just like Pride, all are welcome on board here.
This week, Stop and Shop for great deals. Stop and Shop boneless, skinless chicken breast value packs are $1.99 per pound with a digital coupon. Strawberries or blueberries are $4.99 each, and sweet corn is 5 for $1. Stop and Shop. Feed the moment.
Welcome back. It's a great day to celebrate Pride. You are watching Channel 7's live coverage of the 54th annual New York City Pride March. And if the camera caught Sam right now, you'd see him dancing.
Well, you know, earlier we were starting a little trouble with Do You Remember This or Who's Your Favorite? Sabrina Carpenter or Chappell Roan?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one.
See what happened right there?
I don't know. Chappell Roan is taking over the world.
I know, but I'm serious. Come on. Here I mean, that whole, Sabrina Carpenter right behind us.
It's great. I love it. I love it. The music today has been incredible.
Insane.
I know
it is
you
electric
guys,
out there right now. And Keels is behind us.
You definitely have used Keels products over the years.
I have thrown a product on her too.
Of the LGBTQIA+ community, encourages inclusivity, diversity among their community employees and customers. What was the makeup, the lipstick they used to sell that went to raise money for AIDS? Viva Glam.
Viva Glam. Yeah,
I definitely bought
that was
that
Mac,
over
Viva
the years.
Glam.
Yeah, that's right. That's Mac, not
Kim
Keels.
Petras is their rep this year for Viva Glam.
Yeah, the proud partner with the Ali Forney Center and continue their always-on support to the LGBTQIA+. Young people in the U.S. and beyond. All of our friends at Keels, we thank you. We're not too far away from the Disney float back there as well. St. Hubert's Animal Welfare Center is back there. So we're keeping an eye on the floats as we talk about an interview.
And all the sequins.
All the floats
and all the feathers.
The sequins. And that's fabulous.
I think right behind Keels is CWA Local 1180, representing the workers of the Trevor Project.
Yep, you're exactly right, because I see Trevor Project.
Of course, that's a nonprofit focused on suicide prevention efforts among lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. It was founded in 1954, this union, and was the first union of New York City's supervisory and administrative employees.
nothing that we do. Look at that. Thank you guys so much, Trevor Project. They've worked so hard, and they've managed to keep a big group going all the time. In addition to all of our volunteers today, we wouldn't be able to do anything without sponsors like Nissan. Their support is helping NYC Pride provide a space for families to enjoy Pride Fest and a stage for family-friendly entertainment. And we know how important it is to have a family-friendly space on days like this, and so many of our communities are raising families as well. So when the celebrating gets a little spicy, we thank you, Nissan, for providing a place where families can also go and celebrate.
Hey, Sam, not for nothing, but so far, am I allowed to talk about the rain that is held off in our area?
How lucky we are.
I mean,
because there are some storms that are just to the north of us, but we're doing okay so far.
Which is great because we have another incredible performance coming up. We have Kimberly standing by with a special guest. And in the words of Chapel Rock fans, they are H-O-T-T-O-G-O.
I'm here with Jackie Hebo, co-founder and executive director of Drag Out the Vote, which is a nonpartisan organization that supports drag performers and promotes participation in democracy. First of all, welcome, Jackie. Happy Pride! Happy Pride! Happy Pride! Tell me, Jackie, why and how did you start the organization?
I started the organization in 2019 because I realized in 2016 there were 100 million people who didn't vote, and 1 in 5 LGBTQ people had not registered to vote. And we really need to make our voices heard. And I thought, let's get more people registered and out to the polls. It's really important.
Well, one thing we've heard today, a common theme, November, get out and vote.
Yes.
If you aren't registered to vote, though, what are ways that you can help the community?
Yes. Well, first of all, there's over 500 bills that the ACLU is tracking that are anti-LGBTQ. So it is so important to get registered and vote. If everyone goes to dragoutthevote.org, we have tools to register people, to check your ballot, what you're voting for. And also, I would tell people, tell 3 friends. Make a plan with them to vote in November.
How is it being here with New York City Pride today?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I've just moved here recently, and this is my first New York Pride. No way! Yes, it's amazing.
It's the best in the world. I may be a little partial, but
no, I love
incredible.
it. I love it.
What strikes you about New York City Pride? What you think?
I mean, it's just there's so many people from all over, and it's honestly, we work with drag queens. This is the drag capital of the world. We have the best drag artists in the entire world. We also are actually on the main stage, the Pride Fest stage today at 4:30 for 30 minutes with artists. So come out,
perfect.
Leave the parade, and then come see us on the main stage.
Jackie, thank you for joining me here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, guys, back up to you in the booth.
Thank you, Ken.
Kim, look at that beautiful truck right there. That's
Recognize
gorgeous
those ears.
family truck.
I'd like to ride on the truck.
Me
That'd be
too.
fun.
This is the Walt Disney Company right here, ladies and gentlemen. I got to tell you, as they come down the parade route with the family and friends in front, the truck's the last part to see. Today, these employees are representing Disney, WABC, our home, ABC News, our home, Disney Theatrical, our home, Hulu, ESPN, the Disney Store, Marvel, and National Geographic. They're here with the theme, We Are the Magic, reflecting the diverse and inclusive workforce.
Yes, and the millions of Disney fans who are around the world. I mean, our fans are everywhere, and Disney has an unwavering commitment to celebrating Pride year-round. We talk about groups within organizations, those ergs. Disney has those and supports members of the workforce in all different areas.
And it's a safe space. You all prove that every year by being the broadcast host of the NYC Pride March.
That's right, David.
I am so proud to be a part of that family, and it's a wonderful work environment. It's a work environment where you feel welcome and you know you're a part of that family.
I agree. I mean, I feel welcome here today, and I am so excited. I am so excited to be with you as my new ABC Pride fan. Well, not new because I've been here, but on this side.
Did you ever think that you would be doing this? I mean, you've organized this event.
Organizing and
when I was not showered and I was wearing yesterday's clothes, I had every dream to be up here with you. I mean, as a little queer boy from Bridgeport, Connecticut, that's an hour out of New York City.
Yeah.
Snuck to my first Pride in 2001 and got dressed on the Metro North train and then got redressed into my straight clothes.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a real full circle moment, and the way that you two have been so kind to me all day, and Kimberly and Pedro, this is every wildest dream come true.
We couldn't do it without you, and we need you because you're fresh new collagen and youth and energy, and we absolutely can't do it without you.
That's that glow recipe. They're also a sponsor.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
You've got your glow, you've got your glitter, you've got your rhinestones, and a great story, too. So we're so glad that you are here looking out on all what you really helped grow over the years.
Over the years.
It was always an honor. It was an honor. And I have to say, the time has come for us to set sail.
Where are we going?
I had to embark on another
performance.
Another joke about boats. I don't know. But Pedro, I blame you for these puns. And I give you the wheel.
Yeah, certainly. Listen, I didn't choose this life on the sea. Of course, these sea puns chose me. I'm a new dad. I got dad jokes. I can't help it. Performing I'm Alive, please drop anchor and welcome Titanique.
More to come when ABC NY's live coverage of the 2024 NYC Pride March continues.
My heart will go.
TD Bank is proud to support the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center.
When I came to the Loft 10 years ago, the Loft didn't have any corporate sponsorships. TD Bank embraces our community and embraces equality and equity.
Go to abc7newyork.com to hear how TD Bank and the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center work together to make their community feel seen and heard. Sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
The Outsiders is the Tony Award winner for Best Musical. Critics have called it more pulse-pounding than anything on Broadway, and the best new musical of the season. The Outsiders, on Broadway. Get tickets today.
Your journey.
Gonna go by, but
Your road.
Nice.
Your drive.
Whoever you meet along the way.
Wherever you go, whoever you become.
We're with you, along for the ride.
oh, it's so good.
filler inspires hair repair. New Fructis hair filler system with vitamin CG fills hair with strength 7 layers deep. Reverses up to 1 year of damage in one use. New Fructis hair filler by Garnier.
Good morning. I'm so glad to be here with you guys.
It's a beautiful weekend.
Saturday and Sunday sunshine.
Working every weekend to bring you the news.
We've got so much going on this Saturday morning.
We're going to keep you updated on that and so much more.
Wake up with Michelle Charlesworth, Pedro Rivera, and Danny Beckstrom.
Great forecast ahead of us.
Weekend mornings on Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Happy Pride to everybody out there. This is Ginger Minge, and just remember, I love you as much as you love yourself.
We love you right back, Ginge. We are back with our live coverage of the 54th annual NYC Pride March. Thank you for spending the day with all of us.
Yes.
David, Cam, it's so nice to be here on a warm, sticky, steamy New York day.
Yes.
If you're watching from home or on ABC7 or streaming on abc7ny.com or ABCNY's YouTube channel.
And we want to thank everybody else who's joining here in person today, along with all those who are out here on the March route or at Pride Fest, or even if you're just out celebrating in the streets of New York City, celebrating Pride, and there is a lot to celebrate today. We have a float coming on behind us. Who do we have there?
Well,
that is Delta.
So many groups, so much little time. Some of the groups marching out there year after year have those. MasterCard is one of those. They have a strong history supporting the LGBTQIA+ community with innovations like their True Name card, which actually just allows transgendered and non-binary cardholders to display their chosen name on their MasterCard. Think what that means to you. The name that they feel matches their identity. And how amazing and supportive is that?
Nice.
And speaking of amazing, I just want to mention that yesterday, I was at Youth Pride, which has always been near and dear to my heart. It's an incredible celebration, and I helped to create Youth Pride when I joined Heritage of Pride back in 2017 as a safe space for LGBTQIA+ teens and allies to celebrate during NYC Pride's biggest weekend. It started off with 500 participants gathered in a small park, and by 2019, over 10,000 teens attended World Pride's Youth Pride celebration.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yesterday, it was teens, allies, supporters out in full force, and I was playing around, playing games with the kids. It was a great time.
And a hat tip for you on that. Youth Pride really is so special. And it's also great to see teens and even younger kids participating in today's march and Pride activities all over the city, whether they're celebrating because they're part of the LGBTQIA+ community or their friends and family are. We all have loved ones. It's really heartwarming to see people of all ages out on the march route today. Out on the march route today, we see more floats and people out there doing their thing. But let's check in with Lauren, who's with some very special, very groundbreaking guests. Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. All right, so we're going to try to work that out. Yeah, live TV, we're trying to work out Lauren's audio now. She's down with the founder and director of Transcend, and so we're hoping to get a communication from them and a little conversation with them as well. Right now, I think we were just watching a best kept secret in the city right there, Gotham Health. That's what their float says.
Yes, New York City Health and Hospitals got the big rainbow going there. I love the different variety and all different parts of our lives are represented in the floats and in the marches. And there are 350 marching groups, so that gives you an idea.
And 75,000 marchers is the estimate.
Love.
Yeah, and so we're hoping again that our count will be maybe 2 million folks here and watching.
Yep.
By the way, NYC Health and Hospitals is the nation's largest municipal healthcare delivery system in the United States, dedicated to providing the highest quality healthcare services for all New Yorkers with compassion, dignity, and respect, and regardless of your immigration status or your ability to pay.
And if we're talking about immigration status, there's an incredible organization called Immigration Equality. Immigration Equality is the nation's leading LGBTQ and HIV-positive immigrant rights organization. And for 30 years, they have been doing this work, supporting our community, supporting those folks that are dealing with their immigration status.
I think we have our dear friend Lauren back.
Now we've switched the microphone out. Lauren, how does it work? Let's test drive it.
I hope you can hear me. I'm so honored to be joined by the founder and director of Transcend. Transcend is New York's first trans and gender-expansive classical vocal ensemble, and they've been putting on performances really everywhere. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine, as well as singing the national anthem for Major League Soccer games. In other words, they're really a big deal. And joining us now is Dr. Felix Graham. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us.
Tell me why you started Transcend.
I was a classical performer before I transitioned, and when I started to consider transition, people told me, oh, you can't do that, you'll lose your voice. There was no place for me to sing, and so I wanted to make sure that I provided that opportunity for other people.
And how does somebody become involved? Is there a place really for anyone?
Yes, we are online at Transcend Sings. You can find us at www.transcendsings.org and on all of the socials.
I can't wait to hear you guys. What are you performing today?
We are performing actually an original piece that I wrote. We have a motto, by us, for us, and I try to put that into practice.
Can't wait to hear that. We're going to be hearing them perform just shortly, but we're going to check back with Sam, Kimberly, and Debbie.
All right. We love hearing that microphone and that interview loud and clear, so keep it right here. Channel 7's live coverage of the 54th annual NYC Pride March. We'll be right back. More people in the streets, guys. Yeah.
Hi. Deprioritized. But it's a work call. Oh, a work call? Oh, deprioritized.
T-Mobile home internet relies on cell phone towers, so when their network gets busy,
not the fridge, come on.
you can be deprioritized.
It's too bad. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Forget T-Mobile cell phone internet. Get home internet that puts you first. Get Spectrum.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Lease a new RAV4 all-wheel drive for just $319 a month, and you've got everything you need to take adventure further. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
From heat waves that feel never-ending.
It's going to be a few days really stifling out there.
To storms that move in fast.
A lot of lightning. Get inside.
Summer brings a range of weather.
We're going to get a lot of sunshine.
Gusty winds, hail, downpours.
But it's no match for the AccuWeather forecast.
So let's time this out.
Always one step ahead.
We have the makings of a high-impact flood event.
So you can plan ahead. Make the most of your summer with the Eyewitness News AccuWeather team. Every day on Channel 7 and stream on ABC7 New York.
My name's Morgan Guillory. I'm your basic single mother of 3, a cleaning lady with an IQ of 160. So now, when the cops are in a jam, they have to ask me for help.
What is she supposed to do?
Spot the things my detectives miss. Isn't that our cleaning lady?
I see you brought your child with you.
She is just spectating. Not going to be able to help you solve the time of death or anything like that.
It may be hot and humid, but there's enough wind to stir up some flags. There is. Welcome back to ABC7 NY's live coverage of the 2024 NYC Pride March. We are heading into hour 3. I can't even believe it. It feels like we just got started.
Really? Oh my goodness.
And the march, and it's still going on strong. Me, I might need a sit. I might need a beverage. Maybe even an adult
Are you
beverage.
in heels?
No, I'm in cushy, comfy like tennies, but you are.
I got
in
those
heels.
under the
table. I'm going to change soon.
The crowds are operating at 100%, and their feet have got to be hurt as they're working the streets down.
And Sam, you know what? It takes a lot of work to celebrate Pride all day, but you know who has all the energy in the world?
Who?
Gen Z.
Oh, yeah.
And even younger ones, Gen A. And they were out in force yesterday at Youth Pride.
And I stopped by to talk with the 3 NYC Pride youth activist grand marshals who definitely made me feel like I was 100.
Oh, my God.
Not possible.
You've been known for saying that visibility without safety is a trap. So what can we do to help protect young queer and trans youth from this trap?
It is necessary, not optional, when we're talking about protecting trans and queer youth. I feel like when you do not support and protect them, you're literally setting them up for failure. As someone who grew up in a very conservative community, I would say that it definitely stunted my growth. As someone who is only 24 years old, I would say that it took me about 13 years to step into my identity, unfortunately. So I want to say that it is necessary to both empower and uplift our queer and trans youth and supporting them when they're in the process of coming into their identity, because there are several people in this world who will literally chew you up and spit you out if you're not ready for it. So it is imperative to protect and uplift them in ways that we affirm their identities.
Tell us about what HMI means to you.
HMI is definitely more than just an organization to me. They are a found family. You come in, everyone knows you by name, they know how you've been, they're keeping up with you, they're keeping track with you. And then on top of that, you have everyone just behind you 100%. I've seen everyone from like staff to volunteers literally getting behind everything you can do. And it's not really a lie to say this, but I wouldn't really be here if it wasn't for HMI. Like growing up homeless, like HMI helped me get out of that. So I'm very grateful to them.
There are going to be so many Black and brown queer people that look to you and say, there's possibility, there is hope. If you had a chance to talk to those kids, what would you say?
I would tell them that this is what it looks like to thrive. I think oftentimes we don't see diverse images of what success can look like, diverse images of who folks can be. And so being in this moment, being able to be Grand Pride Marshal and to be so young, it shows people that it's possible, that anything that they put their mind to is possible.
When all your Grand Marshal duties are over, what are you doing for New York City Pride?
Honey, we are partying. I would love to connect with more people within the New York City Pride community. I would love to connect with more entertainers, more performers, and I'm just really, really excited to be here and to continue to connect with more people.
I'm gonna just spend time with my partner and sleep.
Yes, we all should get some sleep.
So much going on. I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to go to the mall. There's Pride Fest happening, so I have to stop there. And like my friend, like we might go to like a drag dinner show, so I'm super excited.
You have to.
Yes.
You have to.
Yes.
Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm super excited. Thank you.
Wow. If you ever feel like you aren't doing enough with your life, just talk to one of those youth activists, Grand Marshals, and yeah, that's pretty impressive. If you want to support New York City Pride, Youth Pride, or any of the programs New York City Pride has to offer, you can donate by scanning the QR code that's right on your screen or go to nycpride.org/donate.
Young or old, we've got no time to sleep. Nope. We have lots of parades still to go. We got all night to go. And a familiar face on the street, he's with a very special guest. Pedro, you're not tired yet.
Oh, I'm not tired. I'm not tired at all. And I'm with someone who does not sleep. She really does everything you can imagine. She's a cultural commentator, a civil rights activist, a political analyst, and my favorite, a love ambassador. Ashley Marie Preston, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. New York knows how to turn all the way up.
Oh, they know how to party. I love that you say you're a love ambassador. And we were talking about this. Really, it's a lot about self-love, right?
Yes. It's definitely about self-love because there's so many messages and images in the world that tell us that we're not enough and that we should be ashamed of who we are. So when we start with self-love, we create a solid foundation for our identity to be proud of.
And that's a big part of your activism when it comes to mental health awareness. Why is it so important, especially in this community?
I think it's important right now because there are so many scary things happening across the socio-political climate, and especially among young people, because we tell them be unapologetic unapologetically authentic, and yet when they turn on the TV or go online, there is so much to be afraid of. And so we need more possibility models to show up and model joy as an act of revolution.
Well, let's expand on that a little bit. Oftentimes when you see stories about the LGBTQ+ community, it can be so negative often. Why do you say that, hey, let's show some joy?
Because again, like, it has to be something that is who we are at our core nature. We are a very joyous people, and it's also important to have queer and trans people telling our own story. I recently launched a network in entertainment called Kaleido Collective with my co-founder Jared Ruga, and it's basically about creating opportunities for us to catalyze culture and capacity and storytelling in ways that shifts the social ecology.
How long was that on your mind? Like, this is something I want to do. It sounds like you're talking about, I mean, it's a love project.
Well, basically, it was prompted by a recent report that GLAAD did over the last 2 years that said that out of 596 LGBTQ characters, we lost 175. And the latest report that just came out said that we went down 44% in representation. And so I believe in the parasocial contact hypothesis, which is that people outside of our community experience vicarious connection when they see positive portrayals of who we are.
I love that so much. Thank you so much. Ashley Marie Preston, thank you so much for being here. Guys, we'll send it back to you. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. Pedro, I really want to know what being a love ambassador is all about. I kind of like the idea. Side hustle, maybe? Sounds fabulous.
Yes.
Our next performer knows a thing or two about sounding fabulous.
And just being fabulous. Please give it up for Transcend.
Thank you so much, Transcend, the 2024 NYC Pride March. We'll be right back on ABC7 NY. We're actually waving and dancing to the crowd. That's the Mac Viva Glam Float going by. Did you just get some that tossed it up? We'll be right back.
TD Bank is proud to support the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center.
When I came to the Loft 10 years ago, the Loft didn't have any corporate sponsorships. TD Bank embraces our community and embraces equality and equity.
Go to abc7newyork.com to hear how TD Bank and the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center work together to make their community feel seen and heard. Sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Eyewitness News mornings at 10 gets you talking. Taking the news everyone's talking about.
You're going to want to hear this?
Breaking down how it affects you.
There's a lot happening this morning.
The AccuWeather forecast everyone's talking about.
Wait. Rain today.
So you might want this.
And money-saving tips.
You're welcome.
Everyone will be talking about. Join the conversation with Shirlene Ellicott, Mike Marza, Sam Champion, and Danny Beckstrom. Eyewitness News mornings at 10. The newscast everyone's talking about.
This morning, first thing.
When you're up to speed, you're good to go.
We begin with breaking news.
We're live over Jersey City. Get your AccuWeather forecast first thing.
So you're prepared first thing.
Very heavy rain moving in.
Hit traffic first thing, so you know where to go.
You're never more than 7 minutes away from news, traffic, and the AccuWeather forecast.
You always come first.
With Eyewitness News this morning.
Tomorrow on Channel 7 and wherever you stream ABC7 New York.
I'm related to... I bet you would love to know that, wouldn't you?
What's your name? Everyone in this house is a liar, and they will do anything to keep their family name a secret.
What's your claim?
Looks can be deceiving.
What's your fame? As long as I can keep you guessing, that's all that matters.
You're invited to a summer of mystery, betrayal, and deception.
So many clues.
Because hiding your claim to fame is the name of the game.
You're gonna have to find out just like everyone else. What's your claim? What's your fame?
Happy Pride. Remember to be who you are, honey, and live authentically as yourself always.
Welcome back. We are here with our live coverage from the 54th Annual New York City Pride March. It is a fabulous day out there. And of course, in this march, lots of floats, lots of organizations, lots of nonprofits, and some politicians. We're going to show you some of the politicians that made their way
up
on
the parade
Fifth Avenue.
route. And it's important to kind of pay attention to who's showing up for you, right? So Governor Kathy Hochul comes in, Mayor Adams makes a walk.
Look at our
Senator
chef
Chuck
doing
Schumer
his
makes a
move.
walk.
And a little dance.
And a little dance,
As
little
he
shimmy.
always does. He always kind of comes by and says hi and chats us up.
He has a child who's a member of the queer community, and he's always been very supportive.
So I think it's just important, again, to note and highlight the people, the politicians, the people that you vote for, who sit in office and make decisions about our lives every day. Do they come by? Do they come by to talk to you on your day? And they did.
About 75,000 marchers today. And you know, this means that later on, the city's going to be partying. I mean, this is a party, but then more partying happens. Even AARP members will be partying.
Again, I know, you know it's a touchy subject with me.
Very sensitive.
But I am very sensitive, but here we go. AARP is just one of the many organizations that takes time to load up a bus full of people and come out to our biggest Pride celebration in the world and say hello to the community and thank you, and that they see us.
And now, in addition to all of the feathers, there's glitter, confetti, sequins, and rainbows. We're seeing out in the crowd today a lot of really cool NYC Pride merch, which I love. Visit nycpride.org to buy some official NYC Pride swag and show your support for the LGBTQIA+ community year-round. Sam, let me know if there's anything you want. I'll get it for you. It's my treat.
I saw you were looking. What did you
just
see?
shopping, and then they took it off the screen. I want the Keith Haring pin.
Go to the .org place.
Yeah, there you go. See,
We'll get it. There we go.
There.
Okay,
That's the one I
I'll
want.
get you a T-shirt.
Oh, and there's a magnet.
Oh, yeah, I like that too.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Look at the Lady Liberty T-shirt. That's only $25.
Can you
You
imagine
cannot get a T-shirt in New York City for
shopping?
$25.
You know that's trouble.
I know, trouble.
Right now.
Now listen, throughout the broadcast, we've been sharing some of the recipients of NYC Pride's Pride Gives Back grants. The program has given more than $25 million to individuals and nonprofits since it was started in 1984, way back then. One of the recipients of a grant this year was the Caribbean Equality Project, which empowers, advocates for all, and represents those in the Afro and Indo-Caribbean immigrants in New York City. Here's a closer look at the Caribbean Equality Project.
Caribbean Equality Project has been a space, a home for Caribbean LGBTQ immigrants, for their Caribbeanness, queerness, and transness to be seen and celebrated harmoniously. It is the only support group in New York City specifically for Caribbean LGBTQ people. The Caribbean Equality Project was born in resistance to homophobia. We are an organization that serves Afro and Indo-Caribbean immigrants, many of whom are asylum seekers, many of whom have been living within the shelter system, experiencing homelessness, are food insecure. Currently, we are providing support to over 350 asylum seekers, many of whom have been waiting for over 5 years to have their asylum case approved. And just think about 5 years of waiting in limbo, being an undocumented immigrant in New York City and having to navigate social services, having to navigate housing, HIV care, healthcare, trans-affirming care. These are all basic necessities that immigrants need to survive and thrive in New York City. I think visibility is an act of resistance. Pride is also a month for us to be visible, to be seen, and to continue to fight back against the 500 plus anti-LGBTQ legislation that's attacking our bodies and our right to exist in this country. And being a part of these parades, we also get to celebrate and showcase our Caribbean culture. And when we think of the Caribbean is not a monolith. And many of our community members are Black and Brown, Afro-Indo-Caribbean people, and we are queer and trans and Muslims and Hindus. And we get to bring all of our cultural identities to the various Pride parades, including NYC Pride. We are a home for so many that have been abandoned by their family, so many that's been rejected, so many that are living in isolation. We're able to welcome them home to New York. We encourage you to live pridefully. We will not be erased.
You can learn much more about the important work the Caribbean Equality Project is doing and help their mission by visiting CaribbeanEqualityProject.org or scan the code, the QR code on your screen right now.
You know, on a day like this, it's easy to love New York, and I really, really, really love this city, but I think our next guest might have to be. We're joined by the Executive Director of New York State Division of Tourism, Ross D. Levi. Ross, it's so nice to see you. You know Kim, you know Lauren.
Great to see you. Happy Pride.
So, Ross, we know that it's been here, this city, a huge, destination for LGBTQ plus travelers. So what have you guys done to create the kind of I love LGBTQ kind of program?
Since 2013, we've had since 2013, a specific I Love New York LGBTQ travel program. You know, our community has such a connection with New York. Of course, Stonewall, the first Pride March, even the longest continually operating community center in the nation is up in Albany. We've been the #1 destination for the LGBT community in New York for years. So it was only natural to launch this and roll out the red carpet to let people know all that awaits them across New York State, and including here, of course, in New York City.
But it's not just the city, it's the state. There's so many places to visit.
Absolutely. We're so lucky. We have an embarrassment of riches, right? We have not only the gay neighborhoods, the LGBTQ neighborhoods here in New York City, Chelsea and the Greenwich Village, but going all the way upstate, places like Buffalo has Allentown, small towns like Ithaca, which has been a center of progressivism for years. You know, we have those historic sites that speak to our nation. The brand new Stonewall Visitor Center.
Which is open right now.
I was there on Friday. I was there on Friday.
Magnificent.
Yeah, I was there with Governor Hochul and the President, Elton John. That's going to be a great new destination. But other destinations across the state that speak to our community who care about human rights. The Women's Rights National Historic Site in the Finger Lakes. The Harriet Tubman National Historic Site.
You are a wealth of information.
It's a big state. It's a big state with a lot to do.
What would you say is your if you had 24 hours, say in the 5 boroughs, what is your #1 pick?
You know, you're not allowed to ask the head of tourism their favorite place, except to say what makes New York State so amazing for our community and for everybody is just the plethora and variety of world-class things that exist anywhere you go.
Yeah.
You know, from the Adirondacks all the way to Niagara Falls. Whatever you like, it's here. And that's why we say it's so easy to love New York.
We think of Pride, right now, the Pride season of being the big travel for LGBTQ people. But what do you do after?
Is there life after this month?
Well, you know, we have so much pride in New York, it can't be contained to 1 month.
Right.
Pride season for us actually officially began in March with Walkway Over the Hudson up in the Hudson Valley. It will continue. July is Rochester Pride. September has at the New York State Fair in Syracuse. We had the first official day of any state fair in the nation for our community. That will be happening in August. Even in the Adirondacks in October is Pride. And then it goes to ski weekends. March 8th in Lake Placid in the Catskills, just north of New York.
What you're saying, Ross, is New York is the place to be year-round.
There's nowhere else. You go to ilovenewyork.com/LGBTQ. You can see everything that's there for our community.
Thank you so much.
We love New York. We love New York.
And what a resource you are.
Thank you.
Well, we still have a lot more to come when ABC7 NY's live coverage of the New York City Pride March returns. We hope you will stick with us.
So nice to have you.
I was born and raised in New York, and let me tell you, you never know who you run into in the city. That day, always buzzing with big events, celebrities, shining Broadway lights. And I'm here to give you the inside scoop on it all. Can we head to the theater district, please? From red carpets to movie reviews and exclusive sit-downs. Catch the latest in entertainment on Channel 7 Eyewitness News, streaming on ABC7 New York, and right here in the taxis. Sandy!
This is the best gig in town. You're going to love it.
You're the best.
Are you and the dolls looking for a boat ride that slays? Well, ride NYC Ferry to experience the mother of all commutes. NYC Ferry is serving city views, convenience, temperature-controlled vessels, easy ticketing, and landmarks galore.
Dear road rivals, no truck on the road drives value like the Tundra. Day after day, mile after mile, it all adds up to big savings under the hood. What's under yours? Toyota Tundra.
Get 1.99% APR for 48 months plus 1,000 TFS Subvention APR cash on Tundra or lease one for just $4.99 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Ready to switch? Break up with wipes. Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. Micelles cleanse like a magnet without harsh rubbing. Tested to remove waterproof mascara better than the leading wipes. 9 out of 10 wipe users would recommend Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water by Garnier Naturally.
The ESPYs are a celebration of excellence.
No one can take this from us.
On the field. On the tee. On the green. On the court.
The excitement is incredible.
Join me as we celebrate the greatest athletes of the year.
You could not script a better ending.
The ESPYs, live Thursday, July 11th on ABC.
Monday at 6 a.m., a check for thousands paid to a New Jersey small business.
And it froze their account. This is my business. They say, no, it's fraud.
Putting their company on ice.
They couldn't withdraw any funds until they called 7 on your side.
Monday on Eyewitness News.
Join ABC7 for Brooklyn's biggest summer party, the Brick Celebrate Brooklyn Festival. Drop the beat all summer long at the Lena Horne Band Shell in Prospect Park. Don't miss this week's live performances. Get the full schedule at brickartsmedia.org or abc7ny.com.
Happy Pride to everybody here in America. Everybody show some love, spread some love, give some love. Love on your children, love on yourselves. Happy Pride!
Love on yourselves.
I love on you, Hershey.
That's a
perfect name.
Love on yourself.
Welcome back to 2024 NYC Pride March. We're coming to you live, of course we are, from 24th Street and 5th Avenue. Come join us. There's still a little bit left in Manhattan. I got to say the city's giving 10 out of 10. And you know I like to speak for the young people as I feel young. The vibes today are immaculate.
Immaculate
vibes.
Who are you? What have you done with Sam Champion?
I don't know.
I think you might have inhaled a little too much glitter.
Maybe possibly.
All right, while we search for the real Sam, the only person I could accept talking about immaculate vibes is David, who is with a wonderful person, Lolita Leopard, from the house of Miyaki Mugler. David.
Kimberly, come on over. I am here, and yes, I can confirm the House of Miyaki Mugler is giving 10 out of 10, 10s across the board. They won season 2 of the hit show Legendary and are now starring in their own show, House on Fire, and most importantly, they came to slay, period. So thanks for joining us, Lolita. Oh my God, please. For those that aren't familiar with ballroom and ballroom culture, tell us a little bit about the history of Miyaki Mugler.
Yes, so we were founded in 1989, which was the all-butch queen house in the beginning, and now we're just flourished to just being one of the top houses in ballroom right now for the moment. So yes, you know, we have some rich history going on right now.
You sure do. Like I said, you are legends. But tell us also why ballroom culture is so important to the LGBTQIA+ community.
Ballroom culture is very important to the community because it's just like a way of life. Like some people will actually like get dressed and like go out here and entertain and things, but this is actually our lifestyle. So it's very important because we can just truly be ourselves here.
And can you tell us a little bit about the new show, House on Fire?
Yeah, so the new show is on Wow Presents Plus. You pretty much take a deep dive into my house brothers and sisters, where not only are we competing on the ballroom floor, but you take a look into our lives. It's drama, juiciness. It's just so much. Great for reality TV.
Everything that we need. And while I try to convince Lolita to let me join the house and show her my immaculate voguing style, I'm going to send the vibes back up to y'all in the booth.
All right, and we'll take them because I got those vibes. Thank you, David, for fully checking that out.
Absolutely. Right now, you're taking a live look right here at United Airlines.
Yes.
United Airlines, they're bringing a lot of energy.
Yes, always. I love it. Look at the flags. They are on a mission, not only here, but up in the air there and on the ground. United remains committed to making aviation more inclusive for all. Case in point, boom.
Right in the front.
Feathers and all. Feathers, sequins, and flags.
Maybe they need to update the flight attendant uniforms.
Listen, I like that.
Thank you. Those tray tables are fully upright. Let's go.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Behind it is the Outright International float. Outright International works with partners around the globe to strengthen the capacity of the LGBTQ human rights movement, document and amplify human rights violations, and advocate for inclusion and equality. So there are a lot of groups that are here and participating in the float, and maybe you haven't been able to follow the important things that they do, but they're here and they're saying hi and they're present and they're working really hard.
And we're here to tell you about all the things that you may not know behind the scenes there.
Yep.
I know we also had Lambda Legal go by. Lambda Legal is the country's oldest and largest nonprofit dedicated to advancing the legal rights of LGBTQ+ people and everyone living with HIV.
One of my favorite floats that went by near and dear to my heart, Riverside Church here in New York City.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Riverside's such a gorgeous
church. Yes, it's beautiful. Interdenominational, interracial, international. Shout out to Riverside.
Here we have members of the American LGBTQ Museum.
Yeah, the museum offers exhibitions and programs that persevere, investigate, and celebrate the dynamic histories and cultures of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer people, of course, seeking to advance LGBTQ+ equality through the lens of social justice. They do envision a world where all people can work together and experience the joy of liberation. What about that message?
No, I know, and I love DC's drummers as well that are out here. Just one of the things I want to tell you is, no matter what part of life that you enjoy, no matter what your passion is, no matter what your hobby is, there's a group that is there for you to support. DC's Different Drummers is a lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender music organization welcoming all musicians and performers as it fosters pride, inclusivity, and engagement engagement with the greater Washington, D.C. region throughout the music area.
Wonderful. They have 4 ensembles, including a symphonic band. I think that's incredible.
It is. I'm just every one of these groups. So the one thing about the Pride March, it feels like an unofficial kind of like giant LGBTQIA block party, right?
It does.
NYC Pride actually threw an official queer party experience last week, and it was called Tease, right?
Tease.
Tease, thank you. It was held at a club.
Don't be such a tease.
At Club Lambda, a black and LGBTQIA plus owned venue whose exceptional commitment to inclusion of the entire community made it the ideal setting for what Tease, thank you, represents.
My name is Charles Hughes, and I'm one of the owners of Club Lambda here in Brooklyn, New York, New York's only LGBTQ-owned urban nightclub. The intention of Lambda is to provide a safe space for urban individuals within the LGBTQ plus community. Within New York, there aren't a lot of spaces that celebrate our community. So my husband and myself, we decided to create spaces that spoke directly to us. I felt we were making an impact within the community when individuals from out of the country or out of state come to visit the location and tell me how important it is to them or how they really enjoyed the experience, because they don't have places like this in their city. And my husband and myself, we realized that this was something that we needed. We celebrate doing it, and we want to keep this going. Club Lambda has been in Brooklyn, New York for 2 years now, and we would like to see the Lambda brand grow to 10 locations across the country. We currently have Lambda Lounge in Harlem, and we would like to move to Philadelphia, Miami, Texas, Los Angeles, and a number of other places. We provide events for all letters of the LGBTQ plus community, not just within the urban male market. You could come to the location on a Friday and see women, lesbian community. You may come on once a month on another Friday and see some transgender individuals within the location. And we just celebrate people of all backgrounds and nationalities. Working with Tease helps us because it opens us up to a broader demographic. A lot of times within Club Lambda, we only focus more so on the urban or African American market. With working with Tease, it opens up to not just young black African American males, but Tease also brings people outside of the African American community, outside of just the black male community. New York City Pride to me means inclusion. It means celebrating the community, celebrating liberation and how far we've come within the LGBTQ plus community.
When we come back, it's time for the final performance of the broadcast. I can't believe it, we're already there. From the legendary house of Miyaki.
There's a lot to come with the 2024 Pride March. Continue here on ABC7.
The party starts with Eyewitness News mornings at 10.
Well, everybody's talking about him.
With Shirlene Alicott. Welcome. Mike Marza.
Talk about what's up this weekend.
Sam Champion.
This day is going like this.
And Danny Backstrom.
We're all hopped up on sugar.
You never know who else will join the party.
This morning, we were like collectively, nope.
It's Nina Pineda.
I'm making my on-set debut.
Thank you for bringing the color to our show.
Watch Eyewitness News mornings at 10. Weekdays on Channel 7.
We're on television, Mike. Get it together.
TD Bank is proud to support the Loft LGBTQ plus Community Center.
When I came to the Loft 10 years ago, the Loft didn't have any corporate sponsorships. TD Bank embraces our community and embraces equality and equity.
Go to abc7newyork.com to hear how TD Bank and the Loft LGBTQ plus Community Center work together to make their community feel seen and heard. Sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
It's time to embrace the crazy.
It's a 2-hour premiere event.
We got the best clips in Family Feud history.
With a celebration nearly 50 years in the making.
That's different.
It's Family Feud decades of laughs, followed by the star-studded return
Megan Thee Stallion, everybody.
of Celebrity Family Feud.
Oh my God, we made it to Family Feud!
The 2-hour premiere event starts July 9th, 8/7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Good morning. I'm so proud to be here with you guys.
It's a beautiful weekend.
Saturday and Sunday sunshine.
and every weekend to bring you the news.
We've got so much going on Saturday morning.
We're going to keep you updated on that and so much more.
Wake up with Michelle Charlesworth, Pedro Rivera, and Danny Baxter.
Great forecast ahead of us.
Weekend mornings on Channel 7 Eyewitness News. 7 on your side.
We need to know what you did with their money.
7 on your side investigates.
Based on our research, overdoses are exploding.
What do you have to say to people?
The team that digs for the truth.
Were you stealing this money?
The team that fights for you.
Listen, I'm just trying to get your side of the story.
Don't New Yorkers deserve to know this?
Nina Pineda, Dan Croft, and Kristen Thorne. Channel 7 Eyewitness News. Always on your side. From heat waves that feel never-ending.
It's going to be a few days really stifling out there.
To storms that move in fast.
A lot of lightning. Get inside.
Summer brings a range of weather.
We're going to get a lot of sunshine.
Gusty winds, hail, downpours.
But it's no match for the AccuWeather forecast.
So let's time this out.
Always one step ahead.
We have the makings of a high-impact flood event.
So you can plan ahead. Make the most of your summer with the Eyewitness News AccuWeather team. Every day on Channel 7 and stream on ABC7 New York.
Welcome back. It means so much to us that you are here with us on this Pride Sunday and celebrating live with the ABC7 NY crew.
I know I'm a new guy here. I just want to thank you guys for letting me be part of your Pride squad.
So nice.
A special thanks to Sam. You were my inspiration behind this shirt.
You did well, sir.
You were my inspiration.
Great.
Your personality, I was trying to put it on a shirt.
I feel it. I feel you. I feel all you right there.
Next year, maybe, I'd like to pick something out for Sam to wear.
I like that idea.
Yes.
Okay, well, I trust you.
Oh, that says a lot.
I'm not sure about everybody, but I trust you, Lauren. And I love spending Pride Sunday with my ABC7NY co-workers. You can actually tell that we like to be around each other.
Yes,
there are lots of folks spending today alongside their co-workers, marching. They're showing their support with their families, their children. This year, MasterCard is celebrating with its employees and its entire Pride campaign. And even given the two, they designed MasterCard Float as well as the VIP grandstand.
And you know what I got? I got junk right there. Take it away. Earlier today, I had the chance to chat with one of this year's NYC Pride Grand Marshals, trans rights champion Raquel Willis. Take a listen. One of the most important parts of today's Pride March are the Grand Marshals. They're each unique in every way, and we want to honor them and celebrate them. Joining me now is Raquel Willis. Hi, Raquel.
Hi, thank you for talking with me. I'm so excited.
Of course, you are a very important person in the trans rights champion fight for equality. You're executive producer of the LGBTQIA podcast network, Outspoken. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, so Outspoken is an initiative with iHeart that we started about 2 years ago, just because we know that we need to hear from queer and trans folks directly on our own terms. And so I'm excited to work with amazing creators and hosts from our community every week.
Where we are right now in this country in terms of trans rights and just the gay community in general, what is needed and how do you think you can make an impact?
Yeah, well, I'll let the gays figure out what they need to do. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, I think as a Black trans woman, it's always important for me to figure out how I can help our people connect the dots. You know, we don't all have the exact same experience. We're not a monolith, but we can come together and come towards something like collective liberation. And I think that's about listening to each other. That's about knowing our history, knowing that Black trans women didn't fall out of the sky yesterday. We have always been here. And also just leaving that door open for the next generation. I mean, young people right now are in a fight for their lives, for their futures, and whatever we can do to let them know that they belong, we have to do it.
One thing you've perfected, it's 2024, you've been able to perfect the strategy of using digital activism as a major tool for resistance and liberation. Talk about that.
Yeah, well, we all know that social media is a biggie in our lives. We know that there's so much misinformation and disinformation, and I'm invested in how we can make narrative interventions, how we can, again, make sure that queer and trans people tell our own stories on our own terms, not filtered through somebody else's ignorant lens. And especially right now with all of the anti-LGBTQ+ legislation, it's more important now than ever that everyone understands our destinies are all linked.
Raquel, will you do the honors? We have a tradition here of with the Grand Marshals. We want to pop things off.
Okay. Sometimes you gotta pop out.
Pop out, pop off. Here you go.
Okay.
You do the honors. Hold,
okay.
Twist. Right? And turn.
a day of love and joy and celebration and finally hope. I mean that literally because we're joined by author and activist and driving force in the fight for inclusion and social justice, Hope Giselle. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Hope, why is it so important to be here today?
This march and all of the parades and all of the things started as a riot. It's important for us to keep that legacy going, but also add the celebration to it. We are not where we used to be, and I think that having us here creates a space to remind people of both of those things simultaneously.
And you're showing your activism not only here on the streets, but also in Washington, our nation's capital.
Yeah.
We're with a history maker.
Yes.
Yep. We really are. As the first black openly trans woman to speak at the 60th anniversary for the March on Washington, that's history. What was that like?
It was beautiful to be able to stand in the toe of Bayard Rustin, who, as we know, was an openly gay man in a time where it was definitely not, acceptable, and to be in that space and kind of sort of hone in on that energy, it felt really great and really amazing. And as a black trans woman who is often left out of those spaces, especially black spaces, as a black person simultaneously with my transness, it felt amazing to be able to stand on the shoulders of giants. It really did.
Love that.
And Hope, you were in D.C., but you're going to head back down to D.C. this summer for a very important, another march.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
The National Trans Visibility March is taking place from August the 22nd to August the 24th, and it is going to be amazing. We've done it for 5 years, and this is the 6th year, and this year I am the CEO, president, and executive director. Yeah, so we are truly making history with this one, and we have some amazing partners that have come back on, like TD Bank, MAC, so many other folks that are really in support of this. And the visibility is just one part of it. We want to educate, illuminate, and advocate this year for the youth, for sexual health, and then also for voting, because we know that it's important that we make sure we get out there and do that as well.
Hope, we are in good hands with you running things, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
So are you.
Thank you.
So happy that you're here with us. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Hey, friends, by the way, it's time for I don't even want to say it out loud. Our final performance, and it's definitely going to be legendary. David, I miss you, my friend.
Yes.
I miss y'all.
Come back.
Oh, I will be there in just a second.
right.
But before I do that, I do have to bring out our last performer, like you mentioned, Sam. My walking and voguing skills might not be quite up to their house standards, but I'm down to kiki with them all night long.
Great job.
I proudly present the legendary House of Miyaki Mugler.
All right, everyone make some noise. We are the International House of Miyaki Mugler. Calling all the runway girls. Let's go. Miyaki Mugler.
Activate.
tell, then I won't tell. You have got to walk.
Are you
if you don't tell, then I won't tell. You have got to walk. 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 Walk. This is what it sounds like.
We have the lovely Zinta Make sure you watch House on Fire on WABC Plus. We are the international house of Miyaki Mugler. Have a great time.
As the kids say, they left no crumbs.
No crumbs.
No crumbs.
They ate.
They
ate.
When we return, we'll close out the march, and you will not want to miss it.
Oh, no. Keep it right here for more of the 2024 NYC Pride March on ABC-7 NY. The streets are still full. You don't want to leave just yet.
Every day, I'm proud of my sister.
My colleagues.
I am proud of my parents.
I am proud of people who remain true to themselves.
Every day, I'm proud of those who have the courage to engage.
The courage to engage.
I am proud of those who have stepped up.
Stepped out.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is us.
Every day, I am proud that the world is more colorful than ever.
No one has you covered like the Eyewitness News AccuWeather team.
A beautiful day to get the sunshine back. This is the warm-up we've been waiting for.
Picture perfect out there right now.
We'll see a lot of sunshine. You'll want to get outside.
Rain or shine, every day, anytime. Count on the Channel 7 Eyewitness News AccuWeather team. Chief Meteorologist Lee Goldberg, Sam Champion, Jeff Smith, Brittany Bell, and Danny Bexler.
Before me, do you remember your last date?
Like a first date? I don't.
Yeah, I know. Me either. I'm like drawing a blank.
No, I don't. I can't.
Next live with Kelly and Mark Feuerstein. Plus, we kick off festive fourth week with TikTok star Shannon Doherty.
Watch live tomorrow morning at 9
on ABC-7.
How many ways can you watch Eyewitness News? All the ways. Right when you're waking up, then rushing to go. However you roll, catch Eyewitness News anywhere, in any way. On a break, out and about, or heading home, where Eyewitness News is waiting just for you. Keeping you in the know at your comfort. On your phone, computer, TV, or streaming device. Search ABC-7 New York. So many ways to watch Eyewitness News live, any way you like it. And no matter where you are, Eyewitness News is everywhere.
My men are very, very hot.
Oh my God. Someone call 911. You are looking so fired.
Monday at 6 a.m., a check for thousands paid to a New Jersey small business.
And it froze their account. This is my business. They say no, it's fraud.
Putting their company on ice.
They couldn't withdraw any funds until they called 7 on your side.
Monday on Eyewitness News.
Slow down, and move over.
Move over.
When you see signs,
Lights,
Vests.
Please, give us some room.
slow down.
Slow down and move over.
When you need help,
It's our job
to help you,
To save you.
despite the danger.
This danger is real. Do your part.
Please.
Slow down. Slow down. And move over.
move over.
Hey everyone, it's Harvey Guillen. Happy Pride. Remember, you're loved and you belong.
We love you, Harvey. Thank you. Just before we lose them, that's the Pride after, the SAG after folks at the Pride March. Thank you guys so much for coming by. We really do appreciate it so very much.
They represent 160,000 actors, announcers, broadcast journalists, dancers, DJs, you name it. They represent them.
They represent us.
They
Yeah,
do.
they certainly do. And we are back for one more round of coverage from the 54th annual NYC Pride March. Lauren, Kim, and I have been co-hosting this event for a while. Channel 7's Pride March coverage since about 2019.
Yeah.
But Pedro, you did so well today.
I've been having fun.
I feel like this was not your first Pride rodeo.
It wasn't.
No.
I did We Help Pride last year, and now I'm so happy to be here. The history you feel here in New York City. I've been going to Pride marches and raised my entire life. My mother raised me to be a proud ally, but let me tell you, this one is so special, especially when you know Stonewall is a rock's throw away.
Yeah, especially. And David, we have been so honored to have you, my friend, and your wise voice.
I am so happy to be here with you all, and thank you so much for your partnership to New York City Pride throughout the years. I know I left for some time. You welcomed me back with open arms. New York City Pride welcomed me back with open arms, and you are true allies to this movement.
Thank you. I tell you, I can't believe everybody's still holding up together because that heat and humidity today was something. Tough to march, but I do have to say tough to stand here for 3 hours in the hot heat and try to look like it's held together.
I'm shocked.
And you know what didn't happen? I don't even want to say it because it may. R-A-I-N.
Yeah, no, there have been thunderstorms.
Don't say it.
Listen, the sun has been storms all around us, though. Literally all around us, except for right here.
Breaking through, Sam.
Yep, it looks good right now.
getting some sun, and there are the lovely, some of the, 2 million plus out there coming out to be here to support us all, people of all ages, races, everything, and that's why we...
Important for us to mark the 55th anniversary of the Stonewall Uprising on this March, the 40th anniversary of Heritage of Pride, all marked on this March. So this was an important one for you to join us. And I want to thank you for the folks at home who've been patiently watching us through our sound checks, through our everything that we do to put this on. Thank you for being at home and supporting us.
And I've been a part of this march in some way or another for so many years, whether I was a spectator or I was working it or now I'm here with all of you. And it never ceases to amaze me the amount of volunteers it takes to put this thing on. And it's New York City Pride's 40th anniversary, and they're trying to raise $1 million this season. So if you are able to donate and show your support, scan the QR code on the screen, visit nycpride.org/donate, and just give what you can.
Right there,
we can do it.
So
You're going to feel good giving. You will.
Look at that.
Some of those donations help fund the Pride Gives Back grants that we've been telling you about throughout the day. That's just one of the things that money does. The organization does so much to support the LGBTQIA+ community, and we are very, very grateful to them. So again, if you have any little bit of cash laying around the house that you can throw their way, that's fantastic.
So we're almost at the end of our live coverage of the 54th annual New York City Pride March, and I mean, it's been a great day, and I know everybody has a favorite moment. So, David, why don't you tell me your favorite moment?
It's this full circle feeling.
I bet.
It's like like I said, I'm a queer boy from Bridgeport, Connecticut, a Boricua. And I get to represent. This is my month. It's June. I was Puerto Rican Day Parade a couple weeks ago. I'm here now.
I love that. I love that. I'm Puerto Rican and Dominican myself, and it's very important for me to say, if you believe in peace, if you believe in world peace, you have to accept and understand that love is love and people care. So anytime I get an opportunity to stand next to this community, I do it. It's important. And just seeing the love in the air, that's my favorite part of today.
My favorite part, Grand Marshals. Every year I get to sit and talk with them. They're all different parts of the community and giving different things and advocating and fighting for rights. And to lead Miss Major was just like all that for me. Being, as I told you, Stonewall royalty was there, lived it, saw it, and really factored into her life. So that's the Grand Marshals are always great.
You get to meet them up close and personal. And Sam, for you, what is your highlight or that moment?
I'll tell you what I'm reminded of today because I think it was so beautiful. But, again, getting here in 1988 and not really being able to live who I was in my career or my life prior to getting to New York. New York City gave me everything. It gave me not only the love and the light and the acceptance to be who I am, to live my life, but to do it for people who would watch, to tell the news, to tell the weather, and to get that acceptance. I couldn't do it any place else in the world. It is the place where I was able to marry my husband when I couldn't do it in many places in the country. So this is what I'm reminded of today.
The inclusiveness of this city. Well, what would we have without Sam Champion on our We need you. We need you. I have to say, this is obviously a profound event. It continues to be a protest and a remembrance of what came before and what is happening. But I also really love the performances, and I think that gives people another reason to tune in and come watch. And the performers are really feeling safe in their own skin, and they're doing it on a very big stage with 2 million people here to celebrate them. And that's beautiful.
Among them here, the Flaggets were the oldest LGBTQ+ color guard in the world. They were founded in 1991. Friends have come from all over to celebrate Pride together in this most fabulous fabulous.
Yeah, look at that. In synchronicity, ladies and gentlemen. What a last performance.
Yes.
I've loved every bit of it.
55 years after Stonewall uprising, the march kicked off the next year, and we have been doing it ever since. And this is the 40th year for Heritage of Pride to be putting on this event, and it is a success.
As you said, Lauren, not just today, but year-round. They have amazing, amazing events.
Pedro, you said it first. The theme was selected to highlight today's march, the importance of the NYC Pride March as the intersection for queer liberation and joy. That theme was Reflect, Empower, Unite.
And they are doing
even
it
with,
there.
Even with the weather being what it was, they came out to unite.
Yeah.
So, guys, I know. I can't believe it. We're at the end. It's a wrap on 2024 New York City Pride. Time really does fly when you're having fun and, you know, making fun of this guy.
I had such a great time co-hosting with all of you. My first New York City Pride co-hosting gig in New York. Oh, my gosh. Thank you for welcoming to the ABC Pride family.
All right, you guys, thank you. We should do this again. What do you think? Same time next year, same day. From all of us at ABC7 Pride, thank you for all of you for watching at home. We'll see you next year.
We hope to see you next year. Have a great day.
Let's go home.
Is proud to support the Loft LGBTQ+ Community Center.
When I came to the Loft 10 years ago, the Loft didn't have any corporate sponsorships. TD Bank embraces our community and embraces